the last minute I said I'm gonna go and grab me a little something. I won't want to do it at first though.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
do
like,
it. I just gotta
I
wait.
need. Yeah, I was like, I think February. I'm gonna let it go, but still be
Yeah,
a little tighter than before.
good. I'm gonna do my best to be on that same wave. And Jen ain't drink all year either, so it should be easier for me. So
Wow.
yep. Who we got up in here, y'all? Who we got in here? Let's see. Just Splash Cleaning said we here. Let's get it. They said checking in from North Carolina. Appreciate you checking in. Shout out to everybody that's here. I'm gonna let y'all know now. We just here to vibe with y'all. I call this as like a pre-party. Ain't no telling who gonna be in here, who gonna be out of here. I have no idea, but hopefully we get a lot of people to jump in here just and have some fun with us. We definitely gonna provide some value, answer some questions, but most of all, we're just here to have fun and celebrate the fact that we were able to pull off this conference again. So it's going down, y'all, February 28th through March 1st, and I look forward to seeing all of y'all there. We got the hosts here, Tenacity Clean. They checking in. We got Carolyn Arellano, your cleaning business mentor. We got Mila Arzu, the queen of Airbnb. You know what I mean? Like we already know what it is. So what's good, y'all? Everybody introduce yourself. Let the people know who we got checking in today.
I guess I'll go first. I'm Mila, the host keeper. I'm out of Houston, Texas. I clean only Airbnbs. We are, growing the business right now, just doing a lot of strategizing, trying to get the business to the next level, get it to, the future. So let's go. You'll know about it because I'll tell you about it on my YouTube. It's been a while since I posted something on that, but I've been on vacation. I was living my best life. I had no regrets. So that's me.
Hey everybody, my name is Carolyn Arellano. I have been in the cleaning industry for 5 years now, which feels like it just started yesterday, so it's crazy. Time flies when you're having fun, literally. Love you guys. And I'm in the cleaning industry. We do homes, we do a little bit of commercial, and I do some coaching and other business services. Also have a YouTube channel at Carolyn Arellano. And I'm just here to support CBN, and I'm looking forward to meeting everybody here on stage and out in the YouTube world at the show in like 13 days or 12 days now. So let's go.
All right, I guess I'm up next. I go by the name of Miss Johnson. I'm the owner of Tenacity Clean here in Savannah, Georgia. I'm also the owner of Tenacity Academy. That's our coaching community where we coach cleaning business owners, teach them how to grow, start, and scale their cleaning business. And I'm also the host of Clean Biz Network conference. This year, you guys, we want to see y'all in the building on the 28th of February. So
Let's get it.
Glad to be a part.
Thank you for being here. And I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network, aka the Cleaning Business GOAT. Help so many people all over the world, and we here to help y'all again today. And let's get it. Y'all look forward to so many things coming up. Y'all can't even. I got so many things coming up, and I'm meeting more people in this industry. It's just gonna only get better from here, y'all. So we here to help y'all. Let me see who's checking in the comments section. We got let's see, Christian Gilbert. Shout out to Aquaman Cleaning. Say what's good. Checking in from Art. I guess that's Arkansas. That's right. Let's see. Enoch is checking in from Sacramento. And then we got Tranquility Hub. Big Rome says checking in from LA. Looking forward to meeting and shaking hands with the CBN family. Shout out to y'all for checking in with us today, y'all. So my goal, I'm gonna try to hang all the way to 6. I'm gonna do my best, but if I can't make it, I can't make it. So the best thing to do is to let y'all talk the most, and then that way I can save my voice and I ain't gotta, and that'll help me last longer. I think that's gonna be my strategy. So with that said, man, what's going on with everybody? Let's just talk for a minute before the people go. Y'all can drop y'all questions whenever we get to answer.
Real quick, I just wanted to jump in and just let everybody know that we are 12 days away from the event. So we're 12 days away from the event, and today is the last day, am I correct, that you can purchase your tickets for that event? So again, event is in 12 days, but today is the last day that you guys can grab your tickets. Make sure you go grab them before midnight tonight. AJ is going to be pinning the link in the conversation. And I also wanted to throw out an incentive for anybody that happens to buy a ticket while we are on this call. So 2 weeks back, Javier actually bought a ticket. We did my one-on-one free consultation with him. So that's already done with. And whoever buys a ticket while this live is still going, even after I drop off the call, AJ will let me know, and I will give you guys a free one-on-one coaching call with me if you guys buy that ticket to the show while we are on this live. So be sure to check that out. He does have on his checkout page, he does have payment options. So don't freak out about having to put all that money down at one time. He does have options up there if you qualify. So let's go.
Thank you, Carol. I always keep making sure you take care of the housekeeping rules. Appreciate that. And you just made me think of something too. Shout out to Nicole Thomas, who might or might not be here today as well. She gave me a good idea and said I should offer a free trial to CBN for anybody that buys a ticket during this live. So you got it. Here you go. And we just came up with that free trial. Only, I think so far, only Miss Johnson has that. So if you go through her, you can get it. But only this live only. If you buy a ticket today, I will go in and manually email you a direct link to get 30-day free trial only if you buy your ticket today. So that's for people who not in Clean Business Network. So shout out to Carolyn for doing something. Now we're putting pressure on y'all. Now y'all got to do something.
Exactly. I'll double Carolyn's offer. Sure.
Hey, that's right. Here we go.
This is what, do you buy one, get one or something? Like, I'll do an hour too.
Okay, so y'all doing hours. I'm gonna jump in and do my hour too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you kidding
Let's
me?
get it.
Let's go.
Let's go. You got a triple threat right here. Let's go.
Let's get it. So y'all hop on y'all tickets today, y'all. I'm gonna be watching my phone.
Yes.
I see you checking in, bro. I've muted myself too soon. But go ahead and introduce yourself. We're just getting started.
Yo, what's up, gang? Can you hear me?
Yep.
What's up, family? My name is Brandon Orr. I founded a company called Cure Cleaning based out of Chicago. We expanded to Dallas, Texas. Former 9-to-5er in the sales career. Landed my dream job in pharmaceutical sales, and now landed my dream life and building a cleaning business and coaching other folks. Man, I'm super excited. Can't wait to see everybody at the conference, man. When I say we finna tear this industry up, we about to tear this industry up. And I'm super excited. You don't want to miss out. You want to be a part of it. So I'm glad to be here.
Cool. What's up, Brandon? Long time no see.
I know. I'm so happy to see you, Brandon. How's it going?
Likewise, man. So good to see you guys. Mila, I see you world traveling. Carolyn, I see you on the staycations. Y'all be living it up, man. Y'all be living it up.
That's how life should be, Literally extra.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your identity.
Absolutely. Yeah, you definitely can't let the business suck you in too much, man. You definitely gotta have them self-care moments.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I missed it. My bad, y'all. Somebody called me about a floor job. I said, we sure can do it. We sure can. We figure it out.
We just finished up a floor job, man. I ain't done no floors in years, personally. Still got it.
Okay. That's what's up, man. So how everybody week going, man? What y'all got going on this week? What y'all been working on? I want to talk to y'all how we used to do on Clubhouse when we just chop it up. And then we'll get to the questions as we get to them.
Well, in my world, I've been working on putting together our SOPs. I usually nowadays I'm working on systems a lot. Your systems got to be tight. We always talk about systems, and every day I'm trying to improve it. I'm trying to get better and better with my SOPs. So I just take a day and I make a video, and I just kind of go through my SOPs every day, every morning. So that's really what my main focus is right now, trying to get the systems as tight as possible. So I ain't got to do no work because I don't want to do nothing.
Real.
The thing about it, that's like a non-stop thing in business too. It's like you constantly. Matter of fact, I posted a consultation call yesterday. I was talking to what was her name? forgot, but shout out to her. But she was talking about how like she had everything systemized. She didn't have to do anything. And she was like, what do I do? And I said, oh, no, it's always something to be done. And I said, you got people cleaning for you. But okay, well, how can they do cleaning better? Are you inspecting? And then she said she got cold calls getting. Okay, well, audit the calls. You know what I mean? Get some more customers. It's always something to do. Like, how you bored? But anyway, all right. But yeah, me personally, I already know what I've been working on the conference. That's it. Nonstop. Finding a DJ, finding the photography, doing all of that stuff. I feel so great because everybody finally paid for now. So it's like I've been trying to hustle and get these daggone tickets sold, and they all taken care of. So it's definitely gonna go down, y'all. Now I ain't gonna lie, we ain't got the same budget because the venue. I really should have did more homework. I kind of rushed it, but this venue was extremely expensive. As a matter of fact, Carolyn, did you see? I printed it out too, but I think Jenny gonna need it too. You see the damn thing where they sent where they're gonna charge us like if you want to ship something there ahead of time. I'm like, damn, you gotta go charge us for that.
Yeah, I did see that email. Yeah, no, I did see that email come in. Yeah,
it's crazy. Like they charge for everything, y'all. So I'm saying that to say, well, we still gonna have our photography there. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't gonna be like the last 2 years. It ain't gonna be the videographer everywhere. Everywhere you turn, there was cameras. It ain't gonna be quite be that. We still gonna have it, but it ain't gonna be the same. We had to cut the budget somewhere. But I just like to put it out there, be transparent with y'all. But we got it done. Y'all.
We just appreciate you even being able to pull this off for us. It's it's a lot of freaking work, man, and a lot of money to put up front. We were talking about this off live, and it's like a wedding. It's literally like putting together a wedding or a prom, like a really big event. And we're all very grateful for the fact that, number one, you care enough to bring us all together. Number two, for fronting on, it's a lot of cash to put up, to put an event like this. So we definitely appreciate you, AJ, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We need to drop some horns for AJ. You know what I'm saying?
Let me give me something.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, man.
Shout out to y'all.
Share it or something. Share the live.
I just know it's going to be a really good time. I'm excited. I was looking at the itinerary and all of these speakers that are going to be on. I'm bringing myself a brand new notepad. Okay. I'm ready. I'm going to be a student. Absolutely. I'm asking all the questions.
Right. Yes. I got my notebook ready too.
Real talk. That's what is so special about everybody getting together, man. We all learn from each other, and I know there's some folks out there that think we know everything, but we still students to the game too. That's how you continue to get better. Still students to the game, man. I saw Phil Jackson taking notes. It was some sort of it was years ago, man. It was some sort of leadership conference. Phil Jackson was right in the front row taking notes. You know what I mean? Phil Jackson still sitting up there being a student to the game. So always got to be a student first. So
you know what I'm gonna do too? I'm gonna share this right quick because I don't even think I've done this before. So let's just do this right quick. Can y'all see that the itinerary?
I can't share it on here.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, back. Cause I just want to kind of go over for the people who don't know. So it is on the site now for those who have been asking. And actually, this ain't even the. I got a little bit better one. The newer one actually shows the room that we're gonna be into at the hotel, and it also shows what we're having for dinner. So we did buffet style the last 2 years. This year I'm gonna try the approach of where they serve it to us. We're gonna be all fancy, y'all know, because we do the dress up time at the nighttime. So anyway, let's just kind of go quick. So day one on the 28th, the attire will be rep your brand. So just rep your brand mean whatever you wear typically for your company. It could be your logo polo, it could be whatever you decide. So that's the attire. First speaker gonna be Nicole Thomas. If you watch her interview, you already know that she just creative and she just know how to get it out the mud. You know what I mean? So that's what she gonna do. We got Erica Williams, huge YouTube channel, been getting money online for years now. She's gonna be there bringing value. We got Raylan Dunlap. Y'all should already know about the Hustle Network on YouTube as well. She been killing it. Then we're gonna have Route come through. Shout out to Ricky Regalado, our very first ever sponsor for a CBN conference. He also helped us pull this off. So shout out to him. What else we got? We're gonna take a break. So this time, and notice too, between all of these, actually, I didn't put the end times, but I got end times on my notes. But actually, here to go. They're over here. Bam. So if you notice, we give you a little break in between these speakers. The last year, we tried to just have it back to back to back. it was distracting. I ain't like it. So we put a little space in here, make sure everybody in and on the same accord. So we're gonna take breaks in between, but then we're gonna do a 3-hour break here. So everybody kind of break off. You're probably tired of sitting down a little bit and listening and all of that. So you can also network with people, go take a break. I don't know, whatever you want to do, but you got 3 whole hours to get out there. Then my guy right here, Mr. Brandon Orr, is gonna come on here, kill it. I already know he gonna kill it. Then we got the group picture. So we're gonna all come together, take group picture with, by the way, we're gonna be in formal attire at that point. Then we're gonna do the dinner. All right. So like I said, so we're gonna be all dressed up. We're gonna do the photo. Then we're gonna go ahead and start bringing us our dinner. And then as we're sitting there eating, as we start to wrap up, we're gonna do the award ceremony, which I put the nominees out inside of CBN. I don't think they're out there anywhere else, but if you're nominated, you should know because I posted it in CBN. All right. As a matter of fact, we got 2 nominees on the call right now. Shout out to y'all. Carolyn and Mila is nominated this year. Brandon and Ms. Johnson, they already won theirs. So, but shout out to y'all for being nominated.
Excuse me, I was not up to date. I did not know I was nominated.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am. You were in Paris.
Right.
Sorry.
I won something.
No, we're nominated. We're nominated.
Oh,
Right.
Well, nominated is good too. I feel like I won.
Yeah.
Right. What else we got here? After the awards, we're gonna do DJ. He's gonna be the keynote speaker for night number 1. And then we're gonna do the talking shop panel. It should have been the Cleaning Business Mentors. That's what we call it on Clubhouse. So that's basically the people you see all the time up here with me. Me, Carolyn, Mila, Brandon, and Tony will be on that panel. And then that's it. We're gonna wrap up and let y'all know what's gonna happen the next day. After that, so following day, on Thursday, we're gonna come back. 10:30 start. Notice I don't do too early of a time to start either, because I know how y'all gonna do. In Vegas too. So I ain't trying to wake y'all up too early, right? Eric gonna come out there, but I put Eric first on purpose because he talking about government contracts, and I know y'all ain't gonna miss that. So I made him first on purpose so y'all get there on time. Then we got Miss Debbie. You already know what she do. She kill it every time. Marcus Crockett coming through, Clean Things Solutions on his YouTube channel. You already know what it is. But he always bring value. Then we're gonna do the group photo again. We're gonna take a 3-hour break. Then we're gonna get dressed up again. So bring up two dress up clothes this year, y'all. Not 1, 2 times. All right. Then Mario Kelly gonna be speaking. So I already know this how I can get y'all back on time again after the break, because I got a heavy hitter right there for you, right? Then bam. Group photo again. Damn, I ain't know we were doing 2, but we take 2. Then we're gonna do the dinner. So I forgot to tell y'all. So first night we have, and I believe it's some type of like chicken and some sides. I don't remember what it is. Second night we're gonna do salmon and some sides. So telling you ahead of time so you can know that if you don't eat those type of things, and it's on the actual when you get your badge, it'll be on there what's actually served for dinner, so you can just look at it and see like if you want to eat with us or if you just want to eat something else. Keynote speaker will be Marquell Russell, the king of client attraction. I just did a live with him, so y'all should know who he is. And then we're gonna do an after party, y'all. The DJ gonna turn up, and we're just gonna vibe for the rest of the night. And then one more day, day 3, that's gonna be the breakout sessions, y'all. So we're gonna mingle amongst 6 different stations, led by different leaders in the cleaning community. So I'll have a station, and I'm gonna talk about just success in life and business in general, because that's what my book is about. And I will have my book on hand. And I don't know how I'm gonna have probably 20 copies with me. I don't know exactly how I'm about to go about dispersing them, but they're gonna be gone. That's all I do know. And then Route gonna have a table as well, talking about the bidding and operations. My cousin, the Clean Biz lawyer, Amari Harris, he was there last year. He spoke last year, so some people are probably already familiar with him. But he's gonna talk about basically the legalities of your cleaning business. Then we got Brandon Lee. Shout out to Brandon Lee. He was there last year. He also won an award last year. He's gonna be covering the subcontracting, helping you with that. And then Ms. Libby, who I just did an interview with, everybody seemed to love her in the comments. So she will be leading the station about hiring for the W-2 side. All right. And then finally, the final station will be led by William Wade, Mr. William Wade, who won an award the very first year as well. And he's going to talk about basically just tips on doing your walkthroughs. Then we're going to end it. We're going to do a photo, and then we out of here, y'all. Y'all go enjoy Vegas. And notice that we ended it at 2 on a Friday. So y'all still got that whole weekend to do whatever you want in Vegas if you please. So just want to kind of give y'all that rundown, though. Know what I mean? So get everybody know exactly what's going on. I feel like I'm talking too much now. So go ahead, let somebody jump in there, please. Thank you.
What was y'all biggest takeaway last year at the CBN conference?
I know
Biggest takeaway.
for me, it was definitely partner, like just partner and open up more and be more open to letting go of control. Like I like to be in charge of a lot of. I like to have things under my control pretty much. Like I'm just afraid of somebody messing up, and it's like, well, if anybody mess up, I'd rather it be me, and I just own it. You know what I mean? So, but I watched a lot of those big dogs in that room that were bigger than me and how they move, and it's like I gotta let go, put somebody in place. And you know, we do this already on a lower level, but it's like trying to do it even more and networking with people that's surpassed me in business or even at my level in business versus just always looking to, you know, hire people under me, so to speak. So that's one thing I took away.
Good.
So for me, I took away that if you really want to do something and improve your life or your business, you're going to do it. And I say that because me and Mila were sitting down at a table the first night of the event. And it just so happened that like we were sitting at, I don't want to say it's a newbie table, but people that had just started their cleaning businesses and had never even been to an event. And I thought it was just really interesting because it was their first time going to an event. You know, they were only in business for a couple of months. And I was like, damn, like you guys just started like a few months ago. And they were like, yeah, we're here. And I was just like, wow, that's inspiring because I even took a couple, maybe 2 years. So I actually got out of my shell and started to network. So yeah, I definitely took away that no matter how small you might be, it's never too soon to start or to start networking or to get your business out there. And also that you shouldn't feel as though just because you're starting or you haven't hit a certain monthly revenue number yet, that you should exclude yourself from going to events like this, because if anything, it's really inspiring. And yeah, that was really what I took away from last year's event.
I'll share next. Like it kind of last year's event, what I took away the most is like the bravery and some of the people that I talked to. That's, I mean, you know, some people have never been to like an event by themselves. They get on the airplane, you know, they go to an event, they don't know what to expect. Maybe they're feeling down or depressed or, you know, not where they feel like they should be. And then they put themselves in a room where they can feel supported and get um you know, uplifted, and we all get that from every one of us. So it's kind of like a little beehive over there, and it's I think that's just really cool to have that opportunity to do that with people who just kind of like, started from the bottom, now we're here, and you can start from the bottom and be there too. So that's, I don't know, that's what I like about this type of thing.
Good stuff, Mila. I think what I took away from the conference last year, man, was, man, I was stoked. First of all, I was super excited. Definitely not my first conference coming from the corporate world. Been to conferences, trade shows, all of that type of stuff, man. Even other entrepreneurial endeavors like network marketing. So did those conferences too. But man, what I really loved about this conference, that everybody was working. Everybody was doing something. Like when I used to go to the corporate world conference, everybody's snooty. You know what I mean? Everybody act like they the shit, but at the end of the day, you still got a boss. You ain't got control of your time. You stressed out. You feel me? And then at the network marketing, it was just like everybody was just, you had people who were doing nothing, but they were attracted to the people they were in the room with so much that it stopped them from going out and doing it. It's like, dude, don't be no fan. You a player too. Like, get your ass off the bench. So what I liked about the CBN conference was everybody was rocking. Like everybody was rocking. I don't care if they was making like 4,000 a month. Gee, they rocking. You know what I'm saying? They rocking. So that was exciting, man. And I got inspired by the two gentlemen, Ola Kempe for Benning. I think Miss T, I think you did an interview with him, and AJ, I think you did an interview with him. Two young gentlemen. They were the youngest guys in the room, man, and they inspired me the most. They inspired me the most. The youngest guys in the room. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I felt so full after I left the conference. I was so full. I was so ready to get back and do more, man. So I love it, dude. I'm so passionate about this industry and the conference itself. And I'm just super excited for this one, man. We in Vegas, dog. They just had the Super Bowl. They just like a week ago just had the Super Bowl in the same spot that we're about to talk business.
Right.
Come on, man. Man, let me get off this thing, man.
Let's go. Let's go.
My biggest takeaway, I'm gonna piggyback off of you. It really was last year I wasn't at the best state of mental health, you know. And walking in that building and seeing all those people and just engaging all those people coming up to us, and we were, even though I was giving my all to them, it was uplifting me in my spirits, you know what I mean, and where I was at, because you never know where a person is at in their company or in their family, in their mental state. You know, you never know what a person is going through. But just being around so many people, like-minded entrepreneurs, cleaning business owners that are experiencing the same issues, and it really uplift me to be able to see a person where I was at when I was in the projects, and I'd be like, girl, okay, well, all you got to do is do this, you know, and be able to uplift that person, really uplift me, you know, and where I was at. So really, it was the vibrations were high. Okay, so when I left the conference, I left like, man, I'm about to go home and kill it. You know, after hearing Ricky speak, Debbie speak, you know, all these entrepreneurs that are like far ahead of me, like it was very inspirational. And not only that, but I got the number. I got to connect. You know what I mean? So you could definitely connect with them as well. So that was my biggest takeaway, was really the high vibrations in the building.
That's huge right there. You say I got the number. That's the fact. Is when you meet somebody in person, they can't duck behind that camera no more. It's either they got like you better press them, you got a chance to press them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And also, Miss T said something too, man. I want to dive in on. She said she wasn't in the best, you know, mental state and was going through something. And I think a lot of people out there, like our mentees and people who kind of watch us or whatever or follow us, I feel like they think we don't go through challenges. I think they think that we don't go through like the normal day-to-day stresses of life. You know what I mean? Being parents, being partners and spouses, and I think they don't think we go through that. So I'm glad.
That's what they think, man. Looking at us on YouTube,
it
ain't all peaches and cream. I ain't gonna be the first one to tell you. I know AJ keep it 100, just like I keep it 100. It is not all peaches and cream, man. You know, so.
Look, especially when it comes to the money too. That's where people, they really think like, oh, you got it. Like I had somebody tell me in my family not too long ago, yeah, I'm broke. I said, well, shit, I'm broke too. They said, no, I'm broke. You ain't broke, bro. You don't know what the hell I got going on. Cause shit, I give a fuck if I make 100,000 this month. If I spend 100,000, I ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? So you just don't know what somebody got going on. Cause I definitely, and then one thing about me too, when you grow fast and when you always reinvest and trying to expand, that takes away your liquidity. So it'd definitely be times where it's like, fuck, all right, we gonna fight through this part. But I mean, it definitely be ups and downs all throughout the year. So, and then like you said, mentally too, cause shit, I'm always open about this too. We don't tell our business, me and Gina, but I do make it clear that we are not perfect. You know what I mean? And there be those things sometimes too. And so it'd be a lot, but getting in that room, feeling all that love, I'm telling you that fix almost everything.
That uplift you. I'm telling you, it do something for you. Like, it's better than being on YouTube. You guys want to watch YouTube videos all day. You scared, you bitching about paying $500 for a ticket. Like, y'all got to come up out of that. You need to do something for your mental state. And you wouldn't understand until you pay, you invest, and you go. Okay. And sometimes y'all need a high ticket to kick y'all ass. Y'all need it.
Real.
Okay, you need it, because when you pay low ticket, you go do something for $97, you don't value it.
Nope.
You don't value it.
I'm gonna tell you now.
I bet you if you go to Vegas, you'll value it. You pay that $500, pay for the rooms. You will listen to everything they got to say on the stage. I guarantee you.
I signed up for a guy, Dan Henry. I signed up for his some university he got for $97 a month. About 3 months ago. I ain't even opened it yet because it ain't cost enough. I'm too busy. When I took the $2,000 course years ago from Danielle Leslie, Oh, I was on top of every piece of that because
Every piece you could be on top. Okay.
That make a difference for sure. And I tell you this too. Over the years, because y'all know I'm nice, I got better at it as time went on. But it's like sometimes I just feel bad. Somebody big, good enough. I was like, fuck it, I'll let you in CBN. Come on, you ain't got to pay nothing. I've done stuff like that over the years, and most of the time, it don't pan out. I think you are, Mr. Nasty, and you spoke about it at your first CBN conference. You might be the only one, you know what I mean, that I did something like that for. You didn't pay to get in, and then you turned around and actually flipped it and made it into something, and you cut me this big check behind me right here for $1,000. Oh, that's right, Brandon. Oh, you another one, right? But see, you bought leads, and I was like, fuck it, come on, and you didn't. I mean, so, but yeah, so because when I see, it's like, nah, you got either it's something in you, or sometimes I just might do it out of pity, like, fuck, just come on, roll with me. I'll see how I can help. But most of the time, it don't work out. I think. When you pay attention. So and ain't gonna lie, if we do another one next year, I will lower the ticket prices because I know everybody, and I know most of my audience is newer. But I tell you what, even if we decide to keep it at this price point, it shouldn't be no bitching like Miss Johnson said, because when you pay attention, and the value was there. We made the event longer. We got way more speakers. We got way more value. We're feeding you. I mean, it's in Vegas. What more could you ask for? Right. What more could you ask for?
Right. This is gonna be my first time in Vegas. What about y'all?
My second. It'll be my second. I just was there for the BSCAI event and the ISSA. That's a huge one. I think everybody should go to those too.
Yeah.
They boy, you come in and talk about your little $1 million a year if you want to. You, they don't even want to breathe around you no more with that little.
I'm trying to tell you,
big dogs.
Can you hear me, Miss Nicole? Can you hear me? Maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna move her back off until I'm a messenger on the side. But anyway, what was the question you asked again for us? Oh, who been in Vegas? I know Mila. I know you've been.
Yeah, I've been a couple of times. I don't know how many times I've been in Vegas, but I've been to Vegas a couple of times.
Yeah, same. I've been quite a few times. I got family out there, so I've been quite a few times.
I'm the only lame one on here, ain't been.
You've been getting to it.
I happen to be afraid of heights, so you got me on my plane, my first plane since I was a jit.
Okay, yeah, I ain't know that. Okay,
wow.
Look at that. CBN, bring it out.
I'm that afraid of heights. I said,
oh no, don't think about it.
Yeah, it ain't that bad though. It ain't that bad. Put you some headphones and just go to sleep.
I'm gonna drug myself to sleep. I'm not. I don't care to see the clouds. I don't care for none of that.
Oh Lord, I don't know.
24 hours.
I tried that.
Tired.
Yeah,
y'all hear that, right? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear Miss Tenacity, man? She operating outside of her comfort zone, and this is the host of the conference. This is who's hosting the conference. Y'all see that, right?
Right. There you go.
We got to make sure we show love.
Exactly. Welcome, Miss Nicole. Can you hear us now?
Yes. How are you?
There we go. Welcome. I'm all right. We were just talking about Vegas. You been to Vegas?
No.
So you're another
good.
one.
You like me?
Yeah. This is my first time. I'm making this a vacation.
Right.
I know.
That's how we should do it. Yeah. But hey, look, by the way, so introduce the people. We all introduce ourselves. So go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, Mr. Cole.
So I'm Nicole, CEO Nicole Thomas. I'm the founder and owner of Janitoria Queens, located in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
All right. Welcome. And she will be the first speaker at the conference, y'all. So make sure y'all be there and meet all of us there. We're going to all be there. Go to www.cbnconference.com. Get your tickets ASAP. This is the last chance to get it. And honestly, I think we only got, it might be 12 left. So I got to go check that back in on Shopify. But I think we stop it at a particular count. So it's either you get it before we take it down, or it's just going to sell out. But either way, it's about to end. So get on there and get your tickets, y'all. All right. I think we might can jump in some questions down. What y'all think? We hop in some of these. Rashawn Bowser says, and I'll let y'all read some of these too if y'all can see it. He says, have you okay, he worded it wrong. I'm like, damn, am I tripping? Okay, he typed it backwards, but all right. Have any of you all felt like you were too nice to an employee and how did you manage the not so pleasant employees? All right, what y'all got on that?
Oh my God, I've been through that in my first stage in 2018. I was the home girl. I was so nice. It says, hold on. I'm sorry, I just got that text from you. But yeah, I was the home girl back in the day. What changed it for me was people walking all over you. You know what I mean? Like, I had to turn into a boss because people are not going to respect you when you're that friendly, when you're that nice, okay, to them. So I had to lay down some ground rules and just like switch it up in 2019. I think your question was, how did I manage not to be so pleasant? I just put policies in place and I stuck to my policies. That's what I did. Mm-hmm.
I was waiting. I wanted to see if Mila was going to jump in there because I know she managed a lot of different people as well.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to negotiate with my kid. She needs me to go get something, and I'm like, hold on. But when it comes to work, there's no more Mr. Nice Guy with my money. Like, I'm nice. But don't take my niceness and take advantage of it, because some people try to do that. Like, I'm your boss. Like, if I don't want you to be here, you don't got to be here. I mean, this is Texas too. You can fire anybody for any reason. So I mean, I've had some not so great employees with, like, for me, it's like adding drama for no reason. This is not like a telenovela. Leave the drama at home, come and do your work, and that's it. So if it affects money, then it's a problem. Or if it affects just the energy of everybody, create some drama that is not necessary, then yeah, I'm just a little bit harder on people, just because this is not a game. Got money to make. We're not here to have fun. We can have fun, but you don't have to be nice if you don't need to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in there. I think it just all boils down to us being great people. And I think I posted this the other day. One of my old mentors, he said something like, you could have anything you want as long as you help other folks get to where they want to be, right? Which applies perfectly to our business, because if we want to make money, there's no way that we can grow and scale our cleaning businesses if we're not helping our teams make money. So naturally, you have to have that affinity of helping, wanting to help other folks. So naturally, we are those type of people. You just heard AJ say he gave out, course memberships to people, gave them away, didn't even charge. You see what I'm saying? So we do have a heart. And also, with us being entrepreneurs and business owners, there has to be a dividing line. So with me, I definitely have, been too nice to folks to the point where they stole from me. Right? I couldn't trust them no more. And I'm talking about these not even strangers. These people I knew. You know what I mean? These people I knew. So, and how I manage it now is, first of all, I got kids. So you ain't gonna mess up how I feed my family. You ain't gonna mess that up. I guarantee you won't. You're not gonna do that. You will never do that, right? Hire, what they say, hire slow, be quick to hire, and quick to fire. Yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Slow to hire, quick to fire. There you go. Slow to hire, quick to fire. So the moment I smell some BS, we gonna have a discussion. You know what I mean? And also, what happens is, it's good to have a partner. It's good to have a partner, because sometimes, mentally you could be in a space that's not fit for that situation, right? But if you discuss it with your partner, you could just say, am I tripping? Like, or am I being too emotional right now? I had that like at least once a week. I got somebody, man, who always got to say something back. And it's not a female, it's a guy. You always got to say something back. Always got a rebuttal for something. Always got an excuse, right? But one day I actually praised him and gave him some good feedback for something that he did well. And it was like a totally different conversation. So then the light bulb went on. I'm like, oh, okay, so he likes gratification. He likes what do you call it? When you give somebody he likes to be praised. He liked praise. So anytime I talked to him, it was always about something negative or bad. So that's why I was getting bad feedback back. So when I told my wife, I'm like, man, this was happening. So I told him he did something good. So it changed the whole trajectory of me and his relationship. So sometimes we do got to discuss it with somebody else or take a step back to look at it. But at the end of the day, if somebody if they've been disrespectful, you know, if they're not listening, if you got to keep telling them the same thing over and over again, shit, you got to do what you got to do. And that's what I love about our industry. We could find somebody else in an hour. I can find somebody else to clean this in an hour or less. I promise you I can. And that's what I love about our industry. I love it, man. But don't let nobody mess up your food, man.
Fact. So, hey, you know what? I was thinking about all of those other reasons, but that was a big one you said, to have somebody else to discuss it with. Because I tell you what, let Gina see it going down like that. She definitely gonna call me out, and then if she called me out, everybody getting called out. You know what I mean? Because I got to answer to her now. So you're right. When I had her to be there to see, hold up, they did what? They did it. Oh no, they got to be fired. You know what I mean? Like so it's like it's good to have somebody that you can bounce stuff off of and that'll help you. You know what I mean? See if you're tripping or not. Because a lot of times we ain't, especially if you type person too. It sounds like you probably a nice person. A lot of us be nice people, but for all that nice shit when your money on the line. All right, Helena Garcia, love you, China, appreciate you. All right, let me see. Big Rome says, my goodness, if I would have already had my ticket and +1, I would have been all over this amazing offer. If you tuned in and don't have a ticket, don't miss this tremendous opportunity, y'all. Make sure y'all go to www.cbnconference.com. Get your tickets, y'all. We got, for those who just got here, we doing an amazing deal today. I think everybody on here might have committed to doing a one-on-one call with you if you buy your ticket during this live. And I committed to giving you 30 days free trial of Clean Biz Network membership. So hop on there immediately. All right. And then and by the way, after you buy, email me aj@cleanbiznetwork.com and I get you straight. All right. What else we got? Helena says, I'm learning about systems. Any suggestions on how to learn more? Subscribe to every single person channels up here, because all of us got some type of channel going on, whether it's YouTube, whether it's TikTok. And Ms. Nicole is huge on TikTok, so make sure you check her out at CEO Nicole Thomas. And but yeah, watch us. That's number one. The next thing I would say is let me see. That's really, I mean, shit. Well, how did I learn? I don't know. I would look up on YouTube systems, business systems, and just binge on that type of stuff pretty much. But if you can learn it directly from any one of us, that'd be great, because we directly in your industry. But I mean, that's what I got for it.
How I learned was like understanding like the discomforts in the business. Like when I'm starting to clean and it's like, okay, I'm cleaning and then I want a lot of customers. How am I going to get a lot of customers if I'm cleaning? How do I build something so that I can still get a lot of customers and also figure out a way how to get out of here? So like you start building from the beginning. You start building systems, like especially if you're trying to build your way out of the business. You've been cleaning the business for a while. You want to kind of hire people and all that stuff. You gotta, it's step by step, but make sure you write it down too. I always have a notebook. I would go cleaning with my notebook, because I'm like, okay, I want to grow this thing. Okay, how do I make sure that this gets done and I won't be there? Like how that's gonna work. So I got to go through all the scenarios in my head and then write down the one that I think is gonna work. And maybe it won't work. Then you got to try the next one. You know, so just start playing around with it.
I think when people think about systems, they may think complex, but all it really is a step-by-step process on how a certain thing is done. And once you learn how to automate that is the system. That's just the easy way that I've learned how to build my systems. Like Mila said, if she's struggling with something that she just don't want to do, like she don't want to clean. Y'all, people keep calling. Okay, so if she's struggling with something like she doesn't want to clean, or she doesn't want to do her own books or whatever it is, onboarding or scheduling, what you have to do is, first of all, if you haven't started your business yet, you need to get busy. because some of y'all don't know how to build a system because you ain't doing nothing in your business. You know, you haven't gotten busy yet. So what I did was I started to figure out what works best for our company, right? For our onboarding. And then I started to document it. I got a Google spreadsheet and I started to document it one by one, everything. And I made training videos for it. And then I hired a virtual assistant to do all of the things. And that is how I started to slowly create my systems in my company. That is it.
That's literally it. Just list it all out. Get somebody else to go do them. That is it. Will next year's conference be in February again? Definitely not. If we have another one next year, it definitely won't be in February again. I was high off the last conference had me so hyped. I was just ready to do it again. No, because I feel like I ain't had a break since the last conference. So no, it's gonna be probably pushed back to June again next year. So all right, what else we got? Jared Howard said, and it definitely gonna be back in Florida. I ain't going back on the West Coast because this is a lot. Like I can't even. But anyway, Jared Howard says, "I'm ready for next year. I need all the info and love. That's what's up." All right. Shout out to Goddess Comissy checking in. She always checking in with us live. Lisa Getting said she gonna drug herself. Listen, that's what I was gonna speak on too, Ms. Johnson. So I don't know if you want to try to drug yourself through that process because it might make it worse, especially since you don't fly often yet. I used to get so damn was it like motion sickness or whatever, jet lag, whatever you call it. And I would try to like drink or even get high, do something before I do it to try to.
Right.
It made it worse. I was more dizzy.
It made it worse. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Maybe some people can do it. I can't do it.
I can't even drink coffee before a plane ride. So even the caffeine makes it worse. Like just drink water, be tired, you'll be fine.
Yep.
Be tired. Okay. Thank you for the notes. Thank you. Thank you. Pray for me.
Right. All right, what we got here? I think that made okay, Baby Blue. First time for business. Appreciate you checking in. All right, what city would the next conference be in? Yeah, so either Jacksonville or Orlando. Adam says, "Hey fam, been feeling defeated lately with a few of the most recent bids I put in and lack of communication back. Do my follow-ups and no response back. It's especially hard being around being brand new. Any tips?" Y'all can jump in there, Miss Nicole. Don't be shy now. You always jump in whenever you feel. Now we also got my guy here, Mr. Marcus Crockett, checking in from Clean Things Solutions. You right on time because this is good. This up your alley too. So
what's going on, guys? What's going on?
It was good, bro. Appreciate you being here.
Definitely.
I think they know who you are. We ain't got to introduce you again. So, but we on this question here. For anybody want to get it, I'm gonna shut up starting now.
So I can't really answer this question because I don't even have a website still. So and I just gained 2 new clients and I'm not doing nothing right now, but I'm gaining clients, no website, so no system. So I can't really answer that question right now.
And be clear, that's exactly why I wanted you here too, because I need somebody that can speak to everybody at every level. So I just want to make sure people understand that.
I'll jump in there. So let's revisit what he's saying. So been feeling defeated lately with a few of the most recent bids I put in. And I'm guessing it's due to lack of communication from the prospect. Do my follow-ups and no response back from the prospect. So my thing is, especially hard being brand new. Yeah. So when you first start out, man, it's gonna be tough. So always compare it to like going to the gym. If you ain't been to the gym in a while and you go to the gym, man, them first reps gonna kill you. All right. It's gonna feel like it's gonna take you out. All right. So, but what happens is you get stronger every time you go to the gym. You get stronger. So what used to feel like a tough week or a tough day at the gym is gonna start to become easier to you. But in regards to exactly what you're saying here, you're not receiving communication back. So I don't have enough information about what, kind of what happened in that scenario to actually give the proper feedback that you're looking for, Adam. But I would say anytime there's a lack of communication, that means they didn't value you or your time. So I would need more information on how the appointment went. because what I do is I use closing questions on my appointments just to see where they are. I kind of set the tone, not just for this walkthrough appointment, but even after this appointment of what's going to happen. So as I'm walking through and they're walking through the building with me, I'm going to say, hey, you know, what my process is as I'm taking my measurements, I'm talking to them as well. Hey, what my process is, I'm going to gather this data from the facility, and I'm going to take it back. I use the software to generate you a number. All right. And I send this back to you. I'm going to give you a call. All right. When I send this back, I'm going to call you to make sure you got it. See if you got any questions just from looking at it. All right. So you already letting them know that you're going to call them so that they can expect your call. Also, I made a rookie mistake. I was just talking about this. I made a rookie mistake on one of my prospects earlier this month, and I didn't include all of the parties who would be making the decision on whether they would go with me or not. Okay, so maybe it could be something as they're not the decision maker. Maybe you met with the wrong person. Okay, maybe you met with the wrong person and they're not the one who called the shots, who say, yes, let's move forward, or who will sign off on a deal. So it's a number of things. I don't know exactly what went on in that, you know, scenario. It's not enough information, but I would love to learn more about what went on, you know, in those walkthroughs. Because if you got two like that back to back, then it's something obvious that we just need to fix and tweak in your sales process.
Yeah, and off of what Brandon said, I think Adam needs to ask himself, like, why did they not respond back to me, and figure out, like, how do you solve, how did you communicate with them? Did you send them email? Did you send them a text? Like, did you call them? Like, what kind of way of communication was that? And is that the way of communication that they will respond to? Also, you know, how did you write it? Is it something that even Brandon was like, basically he asked for a call to action at the end, like, okay, when would you like us to start? Some kind of way that you can get some kind of feedback. There's all these like kind of little things that you got to ask yourself first so that you can solve your problem. And Brandon gave a lot of great examples, but like he said, there's not that much detail, but always ask yourself, like, why do you think they're not answering it, and how you can respond. You might be spelling it wrong. You know, you might have a message that the spelling is not right, or it's not professional, whatever the case may be. It could be anything. But if you just go back, you could even ask them, you know, not ask them directly, like, what's going on, but is there a way that I could have communicated better with you? What way of communication do you prefer? That kind of thing. Got to understand your customer.
Also, I would like to just add in that how many times did you follow up with them? You know, because sometimes people will follow up once or twice and then they get discouraged so quickly. And sometimes we get this perception of quick money is supposed to happen fast, but it doesn't always happen fast. So please keep that in mind. For us, if this happened to me, it's just the nature of the business. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they might respond, sometimes they don't, but I have an automatic email sequence that's going to keep on bugging them while I'm working on something else. You understand what I'm saying? So how many times were you following up with them? Did you follow up once, twice, 3 times? Because 3 times ain't even enough. You gotta keep following up with them until you figure out what it is. So you got to keep jumping on the phone with them, and that you just have to be determined to keep on doing it. That's what I do in my business. If I really, really want the account, you might hear from me every other day. Okay. Or at least if you don't hear from me on the phone, you're going to get my email sequence. It's going to keep on nurturing you. It's going to keep on bugging you. Okay. While I'm working on something else. So I wish we could bring some of these people up and have a little conversation with them so we can really understand what it is, you know, that they're going through.
You want me to drop the stream link in there? The only reason I ain't do it because I know we got a lot of
yeah, that's fine. Just keep it going.
Just kick them off. You know what I mean, as needed. Right? Keep it going. All right, I'm gonna drop it in there, y'all. Somebody brave enough to come up here, feel free. And as I'm here, my guy DJ the Balls, bro. Appreciate you joining today. Go ahead and just hop on here.
DJ,
what's up, everybody? Thank y'all for having me. Appreciate it.
What's happening?
Okay.
Yes,
Another thing I was going to say to Adam, real quick is, like, what was their motivation for having him come in? Because, sometimes we'll go do these walkthroughs, and sometimes people really just window shopping. They may not have that pain. They may not be feeling the pain of having a cleaner that's in there that's just not doing a good job. A lot of the time when a cleaner in there and they're not doing a good job, you will find prospects who are a lot more motivated to respond to your messages versus someone who's just like, well, we're just kind of waiting to see what's out there. So, and those are all questions that can be asked during the walkthrough process. You're not going to ask it literally like, hey, what's your motivation for having me in here? But, you can ask qualifying questions like, do you guys currently have a cleaner? Like, well, there's ways that you can get to why you're actually there. And usually if it's a window shopper, if it's someone who's just, price shopping or, it'll be a nice idea to have a cleaner come in. They're not always going to be so fast to call you back. So, or to respond to emails. So, finding out exactly why you're there and the urgency of how soon they need a cleaner would take a lot of that frustration off.
Hey, y'all, I just want to jump in here right quick. Make sure you go to www.cbnconference.com. Get your tickets to the Clean Business Network Conference 2024. Everybody you see on this panel will be there, y'all. So make sure y'all get y'all tickets ASAP. And I just started something too. I almost shared the link to join the stream with us live, like you said, but I came up with a better idea. I'm only sharing it until somebody buy a ticket. I ain't sharing until somebody buy a ticket. So if somebody buy a ticket, I'll put it in there. I'm getting better at this type of stuff, right? All right, here we go. A short comfort cleaning says, I can't wait to meet you guys. I have been waiting for a year, and I'm betting on me this year. That's it. Let's go. Bet on yourself, y'all. That's the theme of the conference.
All right, Assure comfort cleaning. Let's go.
Can't wait to meet you too. That's right. It's leap year. So go ahead and take that leap of faith. Put the faith in you and your business and bet on you.
That's it. Let's get it. Jared Howard says, I dream of cleaning, checking in from Frisco, Texas. Shout out to y'all.
Hey, Jared next door to me. Hey, Jared, hit me up, man. You right next door to me. I'm in McKinney, brother.
Okay. Angelica, CBN member, as well as I think she might have been one of the first, if not the first one to get her tickets. Salute to her.
Nice.
And she was at the conference last year. She said, I had never been to any conference or anything when I went last year. It was a life-changing experience. It changed the trajectory of my business, and I've made some amazing friends. That's a fact. Shout out to you.
Nice. Shout out.
Yeah, if I could get to my button, the button, I would have gave it to you, but it's gonna mess up my comment rotation. All right. Freestyle 72 says, can you implement inside? Bam. I'm so glad you asked that question because I was gonna ask you, Ms. Johnson. Remember them follow-up sequences and all of that? How can somebody put a system in place like that?
How can a person put together a CRM sequence? They can do it with your CRM.
Yeah, I'm throwing you
CRM. I mean, that's what we use. Okay, y'all need to download the CBN CRM system. That's what we use to send off those email sequences.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. And by the way, for those who are wondering how do you get that, you just join Clean Business Network. It's a whole bundle. You get all of that with it. All right, here we go. Tyrone Lair. Actually, I got to be clear. Only automation members get all of that, though. My bad. That's one of the parts of the features. I'm thinking about letting everybody get it, but for now, we're gonna see. We're gonna talk behind the scenes. Anyway, Tyrone Lair says last year's CBN conference was my first ever conference. It took everything you had to get there, but it was one of the best decisions I made so far. The value is incredible. I can't wait for this one. That's a fact. Shout out to you, Tyrone Lair, also CBN member as well. Appreciate you. Let's see. Helena Garcia, thank you all for the suggestions, writing it down in my cleaning journal. That's what's up. I love the fact that you got a cleaning journal. That'll take you a long way. All right. Speaking of partnerships, I watch a lot of Tenacity Clean videos. You're a smart person, as well as AJ talk about his wife and giving feedback. Have any of y'all been in a bad ending partnership, and how did you move on? That is a good one there. I can start if y'all want. Okay, I'll start. Then I'm gonna shut up. So. I wouldn't say it was bad. I was in a partnership where it didn't work out. So my second barbershop that I had, I partnered with a friend of mine I grew up with, and we struggled through that thing for probably about 9 months before we finally decided it just wasn't gonna work. And it wasn't I wouldn't say it was a bad partnership. We remained friends afterwards. But it just didn't work out. And I think as long as you just pick somebody that you can be an adult with, right? As long as y'all can, and usually, even if the other person may not be, I don't even know how to put it, but put it this way. I'm gonna put it this way. Lead by example. Even if the other person might not be like that, and the most mature person, will you do it? And then I think a lot of times whatever you put out is what you're gonna get back. So just make sure that it's clear going into it that, hey, this can mess up. If it mess up, we still gonna be cool. If this is what it is, and this is how we gonna break it off if we choose to break it off. But and then as far as, I ain't gonna go that far. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, anybody else got something on that? I was about to say something I won't supposed to say.
I'm gonna say me and Tamika, this has been my first real partnership, like on paper. Okay. Not that play stuff, but really for me, finding my partner, I had to, when we first met, I remember telling her, listen, if this shit don't work out, we need an exit plan like now. So we already talked about all the hard stuff, the questions that you don't really want to talk about, because everything is all peaches and cream in the beginning, But so we just went ahead and talked about all the pain points in the beginning. Like if this was to not work out within 30 days, 60 days or whatever, what's the exit plan? How are we going to move forward from there? And she was very mature about how she answered all my questions. And then again, you never really know until you get in the situation with the person and you try that person out. It's just no different than finding contractors for your business. To me, it's no different, because you never really know them until they get out there in the field and they start cleaning, they start showing their true colors. Same thing with the cleaning with a partner. So we went through all those questions that really helped me out. And then she was able to just like show and prove, like show me that she's worthy of being on this contract and really like being a real partner with me. And she showed it to me, and now we tight. It's over. Okay.
Yeah, I actually had a really like exactly what this person's talking about, a really bad like fallout with my best friend, actually, who I started a company with. And I think one of the things you got to be aware of is that it's better to partner if you're going to partner with somebody that somebody that's close to you, like if it's a personal relationship. I know that can get muddy real quick. Of course, it's always better to have things in writing, but I can understand when you're like in a personal relationship that may not come up right away. You're just excited to do things, but I think you should be aware of just partnering with people with skills that you don't have. If they have a complementing skill that you have, like you love sales and they love operations, and you guys see a fit where you guys can work together in that way. Because I think the problem with my partnership was that we were both interested in the same thing, and so we were trying to make decisions over top of each other on the same ideas, and we would have and if you do something if you partner with someone with a complementary talent or skill set, then you don't care about what the decisions that they're making, because it's not even what you're worried about. You're concerned about doing the thing that you do and the thing that you're an expert at. And so, but I did have that relationship. We kind of suffered because of the business and the way that the business had to kind of get dissolved. But I think at the end of the day, if you are going to dissolve that partnership and it's with someone that you're close with, you have to be the one to not care about the money. As long as if you don't care about the money, and you can just you're willing to kind of part ways and you're okay with whatever they decide to take from that particular business, and you move on and kind of continue building on your own, then that's probably the way to go about it. Now with strangers, of course, you get everything in writing in black and white before you do anything. I don't know why you would go into something like with somebody that you don't know without something in writing. But yeah, with strangers, get it in writing. But with family, if you're going to go in business with family or friends or people close to you, then you got to go in not caring about the money. You got to care about that relationship more than you care about the money.
Yeah, I love that. And I saw you did mention my wife, and I said, when I was about to say what I wasn't supposed to say, I was trying to find the right way to say it. I can say it now. I found the right way. So one thing that me and my wife too established is we were friends first, and we'll always be friends. So that's one thing first, is make sure y'all actual friends too. If you got a spouse or somebody you dating and you in business with them, that's the first thing. And then the second thing is, in our situation, we created that we kind of codependent on each other. And we have been for a long time, because you understand how long we've been together. So me succeeding or her succeeding benefits us both anyway. We got kids together. It's like, so it wouldn't be any reason for either one of it wouldn't even make logical sense for either one of us to do no crazy thing that would mess us up if for whatever reason we decide to break off, but let's just say we still business partners. Well, we gotta still work together because otherwise it's gonna mess both of us up anyway. So I just wanted to put that out there in case you wanted me to tackle that part of it too, and for anybody that's in a relationship and you business partner with them. All right, and speaking of, matter of fact, shout out to the wife. She is here today. Shout out to her. Say, what's up, CBN family? I look forward to seeing you all in a few weeks. CBN Conference 2024. Let's go. Salute to the wife. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, Miss Karen said, can't wait to see you guys. Shout out to her. She's gonna be there as well. I think she should be on the stage at some point. She about ready for that. Let's see. I've never been to Florida, so I might take a vacation. Okay, she talking about 2025. Look, y'all getting ahead of y'all. So, and see, it's stuff like that y'all gonna keep pushing me to do these conferences, even though I don't be feeling like doing it. All right, what else we got? Shout out to Denisha Williams checking in. She's also nominated for an award this year.
Nice.
Let's see what else we got. I got that one. Your contact person is not always a decision maker. That is a fact. Just FYI, that's probably came up when we was talking about walkthrough. So, y'all, that's definitely good stuff there. Sometimes it's a process. There you go. And for the guy who was wondering, like he's saying he feel like he ghosted and all of that. It's a process. Keep reaching out, like Brandon was saying, like Ms. Johnson was saying as well. Shout out to Avondale, Arizona. You too close not to be at the conference. You too close. Make sure you're there. Meet us there. February 28th. The tickets, you got to get them today. It could be surprise. Oh, you talking about for that walkthrough? All right, I gotta skip down. All right, Jared says, yeah, it's business. I went for a contract in 2022, kept in contact, and they called me back in 2023. We got them as a customer today, and you have to be patient also. There you go. Just more feedback for you that was trying to figure out that whole process of why they won't get back with you. It's a process.
Yep.
Anybody else want to jump in there? Can y'all see? I'm tired of talking.
No, I was actually getting ready to say that, man. I've had prospects in my pipeline for 3 years. Depending on whatever kind of contract they signed originally, they might be in a 3-year contract with the company who they're dealing with, and there's nothing that they can do. So it just, don't be discouraged by, them not getting back in touch with you. Keep them, just like Katrina was saying, like, be on them. Until they actually say, no, we don't want to do business with you, then okay, we're not going to do business. But then I'll also say, always follow up with, is there anything that we could have done that would have made us more competitive, or that anything that we could do to earn your business in the future? Like, those no's just means next opportunity, but they also learning opportunities too. But until they tell you no, it don't mean no.
Yeah, and I can chime on that. I actually just had a recent video where I talked about walkthroughs and kind of how to approach this whole process. But it depends on how your sales process goes. But in sales, there's what we call an assumptive close, where you basically just assume the person wants to do business with you. And in the video, I talk about one of the main things you should ask on a walkthrough is that desired start date. And even if they don't have one, you kind of want to get a like, hey, ideally, what day are we trying to actually get this started? That way, you have a deadline to kind of backbone yourself off, or backbone your follow up on. And if you just go through the rest of your follow-up and assuming that you already have the deal, and that's how you're communicating with them, like, hey, we're getting started on this date, or we need this amount of this paperwork or this thing signed so we can get started for you on this date to get this problem, or whatever this pain point it was that we addressed, to get that addressed for you by this date. Hey, we need this done. Let's do that, or what are the next steps we need to take in order to get that done. And you just assume that you already have the business, and that now that you have that start date, that's when you're starting, and you communicate like that, and it can typically help your sales process a little bit. It's just an extra idea for you.
For sure. Appreciate that, bro. And listen, shout out to my guy Kendall Wiz checking in with the $30
Hey,
super chat.
Kendall.
Oh.
What's up, my guy?
And listen, I just interviewed him
Solid dude
yesterday.
right there.
And as a matter of fact, the video already ready to go. I'm gonna probably put it up tomorrow morning.
Nice.
This guy, he another one. He on the way. Y'all gonna see a lot of him if you ain't following him already on Instagram somewhere. But he killing it. I can't wait for y'all to meet him.
Solid.
All right, let's see what else we got. I saw somebody else here too. That we got another heavy hitter out here. Shout out to Believe 313. That's my guy Mario Kelly, who will also be speaking at the CBN conference. He had a question for us, y'all. He said, "What's a great way to get leads?" What y'all think? Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to address this because he made me think.
Clean Biz Network.
Right, Clean Biz Network, y'all. What y'all think? He want a shirt. I don't know, bro. I think if you go on my YouTube channel I think I'm connected to some type of selling thing where some shirts in there. So yeah, do that. If you want to get one, they definitely, you probably could have spent that $30 on that shirt right there. That's probably about what they cost, but I have no idea. But I appreciate the support though. But back to this question, definitely Clean Biz Network is my first answer. But obviously, there's multiple ways to get leads, and these great people here can tell you all the other ways as well.
Man, I'm gonna jump in because this is one of my favorite things to do is prospect. Man, prospect. It just takes me back to, like, man, when you was a teenager and you was with your boys, man, and you go to the mall and you prospecting. You looking for the girls. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. It's a numbers game, man. You just got to get after it, man, and you got to visualize yourself closing the deal. And there's no greater. I said this the other day. There's no greater dopamine hit than getting that contract back with the signed documents. Oh my God. So when you close your first deal, you can be like, man, I got to have another one. I got to have another one. And naturally, you're going to find whatever way to get that feeling back again, kind of like a dope fan a little bit. I don't want to compare it to that, but when you take your first hit, I don't know personally. I'm just, hypothetically, but the feeling, man, and they're going to do whatever it takes to get that feeling back. So when you start closing these deals, man, and you start closing bigger deals, and I don't mean bigger in revenue, but bigger in profit, where you're like, God damn, we went crazy on that one. I bid that one, man, tight. And you start to bring home so you could do a little bit more with your time, man. You're going to find ways. You're going to find a way to get another one of those, right? And my way is I'm a cold call guy because I came from sales, and it's the fastest way to get somebody on the phone, right? It's the fastest way to get in contact with a business owner is to pick up the phone. It's free. You paying up. You sitting here on Instagram all day long. You could roll out of bed, pick this thing up, call 10 or 20 companies, and possibly land a walkthrough. You know what I mean? You can do that. If you don't want to do that, then you got to pay for it. You got to pay some way. So you got to pay either with sweat equity or you got to pay with money. And if you got to pay with money, I would say the best place is to go to CBN Leads and get some appointments through the CBN. So that's my tip.
I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna say everything works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got Thumbtack, you got Angie's List, you can cold call, you can go door to door, you can use CBN. Try everything until you figure out what works for you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I know people that use bark.com and they love it. I know people that can't stand it. Okay, I know people that use Craigslist. One of my students, they love Craigslist. He make a killing off of Craigslist, but Craigslist doesn't do good in every city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, some cities Craigslist sucks in, like the city just ain't messing with Craigslist. I don't know why, but I would say try everything until try buying leads, and I'm not talking about putting $50 and $100 and $300 a month. I'm talking putting $1,000 a month into leads for 3 months, staying consistent. Try that and see if that works for you. Okay. Try everything, you know what I mean, until you figure it out, and I feel like when people ask that question, like newbies, I know you're not a newbie, but when newbies ask that question, they're just not being consistent. If you do cold calling consistently, you'll win some leads. AJ done proved that to y'all. I don't know how many times. If you're just consistent with it, you'll win the leads. If you're consistent with going door to door, you'll win some leads. So try it all is what I say until you figure out what works for you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I was gonna say the exact same thing. The thing that's gonna work for you is gonna be the thing that you're good at. Like whatever you're good at is gonna be what's gonna work for you. If you're not good at anything, you don't know what you're good at, you can lean to the things that you love, and that's because that's the things that you're gonna do more naturally. But whatever you're good at is where you're gonna find success. If you're good at writing, then you're gonna stick towards the the SEO blogging and that type of stuff, and LinkedIn content and LinkedIn articles and writing and trying to get publications. If you're good, if you have gift of gab and you can talk, then you're going to get in people's faces or get on the phone and talk to people. If you're good at graphic design or you have an artistic eye, you can make pictures and things to put on the internet to attract people, or mailers to go out to people in their facilities and things like that. Whatever you're good at, there's a space in business for you to shine through and to grow your business using that skill, which is why all these businesses are shaped so differently, and all these businesses operate so differently and have different sales taxes. They're reflections of the owners or the people in those positions that train the people underneath them, and it becomes a reflection of them because it's what they're good at. So but yeah, stick to what you're good at, find something you love, and stick to that and stay consistent.
I'm gonna give y'all one that worked for me today. I was in a mall earlier today and I just airdropped my digital flyer to everyone that answered it. So I had like 2 people get back with me like ASAP while I was in the mall within 30 minutes. So whenever you're in busy places, just always have your digital flyer on your phone and you can airdrop wherever you at. And if they accept it, hey, that's good. If not, then still good.
That's a really good idea. I never thought about that.
It is.
That's a really good idea.
Real.
I have like a whole list. I'm ready for the conference. So okay, just show up because I'm ready.
Get your tickets, y'all. As a matter of fact, she's the reason
like a
I'm
whole
going
list
live
of ways
today.
to gain clients. So I'm ready.
Yeah, okay. Now facts though. You to read because she told me I should do a 24-hour stream. I said I ain't built for that, but but I give you 3 hours though, because she always got the best ideas. Like a lot of the stuff we doing at this conference, she definitely suggested it. So salute to her. She got plenty, Ms. Nicole, plenty of good ideas.
That's a really good idea.
Let's see what we got here, because I think I skipped this one earlier. Tyrone says, does anyone have any opinions on hiring HR firms for employees? I'm wondering if outsourcing HR task is a good investment for employees. I think that I got to shut up and let y'all talk on this
one.
That's why I say I wish they could come up and talk to us, because I got questions for them. Like, how much revenue is your business making for this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to tell a person, yeah, hire a VA to do your HR and they're making $1,000 a month. You know what I mean?
That's the reason why I was like, yeah, that's the reason why too. I was like, I'm gonna let y'all talk, because for me, when I sold my company, we was not at no level to do this. I've heard of people doing it before, but they was already up there. So I'm like, well, most of the people on this call made it further than I did with my cleaning company before I sold it. So maybe y'all can answer it better than I can. But
yeah, I agree with Ms. T. It's just not enough information. And when you get into the hiring HR firms, you know, I'm thinking in my mindset, I'm thinking you have several, you know, employees to where it's hard for you to manage. But in this industry, on both sides, residential and commercial, there are ways where you can manage that without having a firm. And everybody on this call has done that successfully without having a firm. But if you invest in any sort of firm, it should be marketing, man. That's where a lot of your money, outside of labor, it should be marketing, man, getting deals. You know, I wouldn't invest in HR. I mean, not to say that your idea is, you know, but invest in getting more business and just making sure that your numbers and your profit margins are good enough to hire an HR firm first. So, but like I said, I don't know where your numbers at. You probably be doing 4-5 million. I don't know where you're at, but that's just my take.
I pretty much agree with what everyone else said. I'm gonna be so bold as to say I don't outsource it. I would, you know, I would be so bold to say keep that type of stuff in house. That's something that you want in house. It's HR. It's a relationship your company has with its employees. That's something that you don't want to give to a different company to have control over. You know, now I can't speak too much from it because I'm coming from a blessed place. My mother did HR for the majority of her career, and so I was able to lean on her for consultation in the early stages of my business until I was able to, just like every other administrative position in my company, scale it up. And you start with part-time consultation or people who come in and do part-time work for you, or you know, and and do freelance work for your business whenever you need it, to put things in place, to put systems in place, until your revenues are at a place where you can put people in those positions full time. And it scales just like any other staffing issue in your business. As you grow, you can put people in those positions. But I would definitely keep it in house. That way you can implement your values and things into the HR of your business. So, and that's the relationship you're gonna have with your employees. So I think that's really close to keep to your chest, especially as a CEO.
Just to chime, I just want to piggyback off of what you said. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't dismiss the idea of outsourcing to HR. I was listening to a podcast. I forget the guy's name, but he built this huge residential cleaning company. Then eventually he franchised it out. And he said the turning point for him was when he hired an HR company to come in and fix everything, clean it up for him. He said, but he had to do it because he was trying to franchise out. When you franchise, everything got to be a system. So, but again, he got to that point first. So, like Brandon said, if you're gonna hire for anything first, marketing will be first, because you got to get to that point first. But once you get to that point, then yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I doubt that you're at that point. I'm just off of assumption. All right, Mila, we gonna get you in a minute now. I don't let nobody sit quiet too long. Hey, Andre says, what type of clients normally do you land first starting out, or what type do target? I think we get it. What type of clients normally do you land first starting out, or what type of? So basically, like, is there any particular niche that you should try to target as a beginner? What y'all got on that?
For me, there was really nothing that I was specifically targeting. I was just trying to make sure I could pay my bills. I was taking any and everything. Now, once I got to a certain point when I realized what I didn't like, then I could not accept things that I didn't like. Like, for example, I don't care how much it is. We're not going to clean any bars. That's just my own preference. We're not going to do any bars. We're not going to do any nightclubs. And I'm kind of iffy on like the reception halls, especially if they don't got VCT floor. Like if they got wood floor or tile floor, you're going to spend so much time cleaning those floors. That's just not something that we do. Now, there are other companies out there who that's all they do. And they make we don't do marijuana dispensaries anymore either. But there are other companies out there, they focus on all of those things. So in the beginning, I wouldn't really suggest anybody be too picky on what they don't want to do. I would say be into the business for a decent amount of time, take on as many different types of accounts that you can take on, to then weed out what you don't want to do. So
I gotta ask, I can't let you skate past that, because we're in the same area.
Yeah.
Did something happen with that facility type? Because I got videos on my people know, like I do still service those facility types. Did something happen that made you make that decision to X out that facility type?
For which one?
The dispensaries.
Oh, so here's the thing. When I went to the walkthrough, at first it was cool. Like, there's a lot of product everywhere, and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of made me nervous just because there's so much product everywhere.
Then you tell the story. I was gonna say, then you tell the story on your YouTube channel too, or was it in the Facebook group? But I remember you told the story.
I did. I think I mentioned it in the group, but then I ended up telling some of it on the channel too.
I just want to make sure y'all go look at his channel, because you definitely would. But no, he still tell the story though. But I want to make sure though. Go watch the video too.
So when you get in, first off, you overwhelmed with all the product. It don't bother me at all, but because that's not my thing. But it's a lot of product there. Now, when you get behind the wall and you see the things that the public don't see, right? Like the product that's not on the shelves and the cash that's just falling out of the safe. There's so much money that they can't even close this. It was more money than I ever seen, like physical money than I ever stacked up to the ceilings, just money everywhere. Then there's so many cameras. It looked like a casino, which is cool. The reason why we did it for maybe like 2 months, and then we pulled out. The reason why we did it, because I don't want any of my staff to be in a situation where, they're even being questioned about, any of the product or any of the money. And I told the lady, I'm like, listen, if we take on this contract, I don't want us in this room. Like, I don't want to be in this room with all this cash. Close the door, lock it up. Like, I don't want my staff in there. And she was cool with that. But it was just, when you got to go to a place and it's not the bank and there's a security guard that's there and he got a gun, he got a weapon, that means that there's a likelihood that he may end up having to use that weapon. And if you look at it from a security standpoint, when are they the most weakest? They're the most weakest once, you know, the most of the foot traffic has died down. And, you know, when the cleaners are coming in or when people have their guard down. So we quit that account. We worked it for like 2 months. We quit. And then the same account, probably like 3 or 4 months later, ended up getting robbed at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. So my staff would have been there. So it was good for me to dodge the bullet. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't a lot of opportunity. When I was looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute, I can make a lot of money because we could specialize in just doing this. So I'm not saying that there isn't things out there where or opportunities out there for people not to, or for people to make money. If that's what you want to do, if you want to dive into it, you want to make the path is there for you to make money in that space. But for me, I just didn't want to put my staff in that type of situation. It's just not good for me, especially because I'm more of a hands-off type of boss. Like I'm not a micromanager. And I feel like in a place like that, my presence would have been needed or would have been necessary. But I'm glad, you know, none of us was there because, you know, the situation ended up turning bad. So, you know, that's just a long way of saying why we don't focus on those types of jobs. Not even focus. We just don't take them.
That's smart. Yeah. I was just curious. Yeah. That's all.
Yeah.
I ain't mean to put that one up there, but I put it in the chat. It's $9.99. All right. Let's see. What's good, people? Well, welcome to you. He said, my wife heard that, right? Well, go get, just take it to her. Go back to that part and play it for her. All right, let's see what else we got. But then again, that don't always work either because I don't know. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. What's a great way to get leads? We got that one. What was the other one? Is there a certain kind of vacuum I should use for corporate compared to residential? That's a great question. For me, I like backpacks, residential or house, and residential or buildings. Obviously, they kind of more geared for commercial, but when I used to take my backpacks to the houses, and people used to be so impressed. And again, they way more efficient, so they save you a lot of time. So me personally, I say backpacks no matter what it is. I don't care what type of job, I'm gonna backpack, but that's my opinion. Anybody else?
I like the Shark vacuums for residential and the backpacks for commercial. That's my preference.
Them lightweight Sharks or what type? Yeah.
You said lightweight Sharks.
Yeah, it's like because they got these little ones, and it's
I don't like no. Well, it as long as it costs about $200 something, that's the good one that you get. Get a high end Shark. I would say I don't like the cordless Sharks because of the battery. The batteries don't hold too much, just in my experience. I like the ones with the cord.
Yeah.
The Shark vacuums. And then just because you can go over rug and you can go over towel with it. That's why I like those. And then the backpack vacuums for commercial, like especially if you're doing a big building, you got to go up steps and stuff like that. I like the backpack vacuums for those.
Oh, I have such a different relationship with Shark vacuums than you do. Oh my God. But I'm strictly commercial, so I had to learn that lesson myself, you know. So
yeah,
for residential,
different worlds.
high-end Shark, I could probably get behind for residential, you know, but oh my God, did I spend so much money on Shark vacuums in the beginning of I'm so glad I documented my journey because y'all can see my frustration with Shark vacuums, but I'm a dumbass and I was using them for I'm a strictly commercial cleaner, so they were just not built for what I was using them for. So, but I would have to agree with AJ on the backpack vacuums, but oh my God, like I was the biggest Shark fan.
DJ, you use a Hoover vacuum, like the commercial Hoover vacuum or something like that?
I use the Hoover backpack commercial, yeah. So they have a wireless one. We also have some of the purple and gray wireless protein ones and like the bigger, more fancier facilities. But
yeah,
anything that's under like, you know, that's under like 20% profit, they'll get in the Hoover. You know, the Hoover backpack. Easy work. So I like backpacks for residential and commercial.
You know, for my ladies, they gotta carry it inside of their car, and the Hoovers, they're kind of bulky.
Yeah, they're a little chunky. They're a little chunky. Mine fit in location, so yeah, that's different.
Yeah, it's a difference.
Yeah, but for residential, the sharks are probably the best you can get. I was the biggest fan of them in the beginning. Obviously, I spent so much money on them. Like when they first came out with the M series that had the little yellow thing that went in between the bristles to try to help with the brush roll. I was a big fan of that. I was like, okay, yeah, that's what I need. And but yeah, in commercial, I just went through them like that. It was every 2 months I was buying 3 of them. So.
Yeah, not for commercial though.
Yeah, not for commercial. Yeah,
not for commercial.
Yeah, because I wanted to see what is one of these types, something like these, because my when I went back home one time, my brother switched. He stopped getting the backpack because they cost so much, and he started implementing these. And I ain't gonna lie, I tried it, but now this was a real easy, low traffic building, and I was like, oh shit, you might be on to something. Ain't they half the cost of the backpack too? So I thought he was on to something, but all right, bet DJ didn't change my mind. Now I was almost sold. I was about to put them in a starter kit instead. I could have saved a little money, but never mind.
We use them for commercial and residential.
Really?
Okay.
So you can,
I guess to each their own.
There you go.
Well, no, so I let my clients, they one of my clients ordered extra battery packs for them. So like if the battery runs out, you just switch the batteries out, and you can keep you can let them run longer. So we use them for both.
Gotcha.
But I didn't personally purchase it; they did.
Okay.
That's right. You do that. I forgot you do that. You don't all your builder supply your stuff. That's another angle too. That's different. All right, let's see what else we got. No, I got that one already. I got that one. This is Don. Oh, good, Don.
Let me ask
Don. Make sure you at the conference, bro. You got to get you there. www.cbnconference.com. This is the last chance to get your ticket, so make sure you're there. Appreciate you checking in, though. My bad. Go ahead, Mark.
I was gonna ask Katrina, maybe Nicole too. Like you guys do residential. Do any of your clients say, you know, we only want you to use this vacuum at our house? Like, do you guys leave vacuums there, or do you just bring one vacuum for everyone?
No, I actually recommend for them to have their own vacuum because I don't want our cleaners to cross contaminate.
Yeah.
You know, there have been situations where the client hasn't had a vacuum. So that's the only situation where my cleaners will have to bring the shark in if they just don't have a vacuum, right? But if they have pets, especially if they have pets, they need to have their own vacuum for us to use when we're there.
Perfect.
So I don't purchase any supplies. So all of my clients have their own supplies and equipment. I don't purchase no vacuums, brooms, mops, supplies, nothing. So everything is there when we get there.
There you go.
Right.
That's pretty dope.
Okay. Cassandra Wright said, great idea. We said, oh, it's probably about the airdrop one because they still talking about that one down here too. What he said he did that at the Invest Fest last time and it worked. So shout out to my guy right there, Mario Kelly. Let's see what we got here. What is this one? Dante Cano, or I think I got that right. Cano, maybe. Love your channel. I'm in the beginning stages of starting a cleaning business in San Diego. I'm going to sign up for your website. Well, I appreciate you, bro. I'm definitely going to help.
Right.
That's for sure. All right. Gen X Facility said, oh, yes, great idea. Google ads. Yeah, for sure. Google ads. There you go. And just back to that question, what everybody said earlier, everything works when it comes to marketing. Just try it all until you figure out what works for you. Approximately how close do you have to be to airdrop? Right? I wouldn't know. I'm not an Apple person. How close y'all got to be?
I'm not sure how close they be, but I mean,
I think it's within Bluetooth range. So whatever Bluetooth range is, that's how close it got to be, I believe.
All I know is it worked.
Yeah.
Does Android have its equivalent to AirDrop? Like, do they have their own thing too?
If they do, I wouldn't know. I ain't never tried it, but I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Let's see what else we got. Jobs like that become a liability. I think you're talking about what Marcus was talking about, I think.
Yeah.
Golden Date DACA says, has anyone had good experience buying leads? What would be the most efficient way of marketing in a populated area like New York City? I'll let y'all speak on that because I'm going to obviously be biased because I own a lead generation company.
Well, I've had a great experience buying leads. I don't want to keep blowing AJ up, but I bought my first lead from Clean Biz Network, and I actually won my first commercial account through AJ. So I had a great experience through buying leads through CBN. And what's the most effective way of marketing? Like we just said, try everything. Like that. It's hard for us to say, it's hard for me to say. I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm going to say in the beginning, I tried everything until I figured out what works for me in my city, my state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to kind of piggyback off that, like I've never been to New York, but I'm starting to feel like, you know, I hear this question a lot, really, when it comes to New York, but I can only look at things really from my perspective and from my experiences based on the people that I've helped. For me, for example, my state probably has, I'm going to be nice and probably say like 7 million people. At least half of that, maybe 4 million people live in a, I don't know, 40 or 50 mile radius. So it's easy for us to be able to get in contact with the majority of the business owners in my state. But when I think of a place like New York City, I don't know what the exact numbers are, but I would assume that it's upwards of 10 million people. I almost feel like, you know, I don't want to be arrogant or sound arrogant in any way, but I almost feel like with that many people, you should just be able to walk down the street and get your leads. You know, go knock on doors or you know, that's really an efficient way. It's a cheap way. It doesn't really cost you anything at all. Just a little bit of sweat equity, like Brandon was saying earlier. Go knock on doors, go meet people. That's really the best thing that I could say for a place in New York City, not having been there, but looking at it from an outside perspective, being that there's so many people there. I don't see how it will be too difficult being able to get leads. I guess I would need a different perspective.
No, Marcus, you absolutely right, brother. So I started out in Chicago. I was born and raised, so that's where we started the cleaning company. And when it came to outside, you know, marketing, going to drop off business cards and flyers, man, I grabbed one of my boys, and me and him just hit the streets, man. We just hit the streets and got out there. And so we're in Dallas, Texas now, where everything is a lot more spread out. Like we got clients like 40, 50, 60 miles apart. So it's a lot of ground. But when you in compacted places like Chicago's and New York's, you know, you could hit a ton of businesses, bro. You could hit a ton of businesses in a small zip code, man. So you know, that you've got that. I've gotten kicked out of buildings, dude, like the whole nine, you name it, I done got kicked out. So you know, it's just keep going. It's a numbers game. And then like I said earlier, if you want to cut down on the time, you can buy leads. And there is a difference between buying leads and appointments. Leads through places like Thumbtack, places like Bark, you're not getting an actual appointment, you're getting a lead. So you still basically you're getting access to that business owner's information, email address, phone number, and you get a chance to see exactly what they are looking for, right? You still have to call and be able to close for that walkthrough appointment. So keep that in mind too. Now, AJ is probably the most popular resource in terms of buying actual booked appointments where you don't have to do any closing. You don't have to, well, prior to getting the walkthrough, they're going to deliver you an actual booked appointment on your calendar. And all you got to do is show up and close the deal. So keep those in mind too.
Yeah. At the end of the day, go ahead, DJ. Sorry, I didn't.
No, you go ahead. I want to hear from you.
Oh, okay. No, I just wanted to say, like, at the end of the day, you kind of have to like narrow down who your target audience is, who your target person is, so that you know who to attack. Like, if you do residential, are you mostly cleaning for single men who are engineers or whatnot? Where are you going to find them? Where are their eyes? They could be on Tinder. Their eyes could be on Tinder. Put an ad on Tinder. You know, mothers who have children who are really busy moms, where are their eyes? Maybe most of their eyes on Instagram or something like that. Put ads on Instagram. Like for me, I know mine is just Airbnb host. So where are they going to find me? So I mostly focused on my website, where if you don't know me, you probably will find me on the internet if you Googled Airbnb cleaning and whatever city I'm in, because that's what people are going to look for. So you have to understand also what where they are and how they're going to be looking for you if they're looking for you. I'll leave it at that.
That's exactly why I defer to you, because that's exactly what I was going to say. Efficiency in marketing is going to come from niching down, niching, however you want to say it. You got to pick something to aim at. If you aim at nothing, you will hit it every single time.
Yeah.
You have to aim at something. That's it. That's what efficiency in marketing is. It's picking someone to talk to, picking a specific group of people to talk to and aim at. And if you pick a niche, you can become you specialize in a particular area. It's going to make you more valuable to the person that you're targeting. It's because you fix their particular problem, and you're going to end up becoming an expert in their problems and solving their problems. So you're going to end up speaking their language and talking about your business in a way that directly brings value to them. So yeah, niche down. So pick a target to actually aim for and swing at it. And that's much more efficient than kind of knocking on every single door or calling every single business. Like she said, like she had a great one. If you're targeting single men, for residential, Tinder might be a great place for you to run ads. If you're targeting sports facilities or high schools, then your local newspaper or those billboards on the back of high school fences might be good for you. Like that. You got to be creative and put your mind to it. But if you pick something to aim at, that's a lot more efficient.
We got the fashion police in here, and they love your zebra shirt, Miss Mila.
Hey. Thank you.
So shout out to Dante on that. He said much love. All right, let's see what else we got here. DJ, I know you have a gym client. Does it have a rub? Oh, I'm so glad he asked you this question. I'm so glad he just want to see your perspective on this, because I've been through this too. Does it have a rubber floor? Did you lower the production rate? Do you mop it? I feel like I underestimated the time. That's a great question.
Yeah, I definitely have a lot of gym facilities are my specialty, but yeah, I do have some lots with rubber floors, or even that weird turf glued together turf material, whatever. There's several of those. But yeah, we scrub them to clean them, and we mop to disinfect them. So just like you would a regular floor. Let me see, what was that else in the question? No, I didn't lower the production rate between that one and the other gyms that I did. I kept it for the most part the same. Yeah, you feel like you're underbid. Yeah, you got to get another one and raise that price. Get another one, raise that price. I don't know if you're under contract now. Yeah, so I feel like I underestimated the time.
Yeah.
So before, yeah.
And I would just say,
it happens.
Okay. Right. And I was just gonna say, and to avoid underestimating the time, when I put in a bid for this type of job, yeah, you would have to lower the production rate, so that way it'll tell you a longer time. So you know that now because you just went through this experience. So obviously, like, you never done gym before, so you didn't take that into account. But now that you know now, in the future, you just know to lower the production rate. So, but yeah. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, is pricing for Airbnb cleaning closely priced to standard basic residential cleaning? That's a good question. I've come across too many hosts that want lowball. They want to lowball my company prices. Example on pricing for both. Example pricing for both for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 5 summers. That's what that is.
Well, I mean, I also want to hear Ms. Johnson's.
No, you go ahead. You the queen, girl.
I like that. I would say that, and now she said that to me. I love Ms. Johnson. You're hilarious. So the thing about it is like, I do think residential and Airbnb, it is different. It's completely different. The pricing is different. I think residential is more expensive. I'm not quite sure. But the last time I heard, residential is a little bit more expensive than it would be in Airbnb. And the problem is a lot of hosts don't even know what the price should be. So they think it should be closer to a number that's not. And then also sometimes cleaners don't know what the number should be. So it's kind of hard to tell. But I mean, most hosts do have a reputation of lowballing the prices. Like, this is what they do. They have no idea the work you have to put into cleaning Airbnb. And I think our prices should go up, basically. So, so for example, it depends where you are also for a 3-2. You're going to have a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom in Texas. It's going to be different in Florida. It's going to be different in New York. It's going to be different in California. But there is like a standard price, which is like a 3-2. A standard price kind of like across the US would be anywhere from like 150 to 180, something like that. So I don't know if that helps. But like I said, depending on where you are, the prices fluctuate. And that's the best way I can answer this question with the information that I got. Doing the best with what I got.
We waiting, Miss Johnson. You ain't gonna do. You good? You good on this one?
I mean, the prices do vary from state to state. I mean, I agree with Mila. The prices do vary from state to state. It's a very broad question, because my prices here in Savannah, Georgia, aren't going to be the same as your prices in wherever you're at for residential or Airbnbs. It really, for residential, it goes on the condition. We charge on the condition of the house, and not only the condition but the square footage. Okay, so that's what I go by. I go out there. I want to quote the condition, because you can literally have a residential house that's 2,000 square foot and another one sitting right next to it that's the same identical layout, but you have 2 different families living in it. You got one person that got 5 kids living in one. You got just a husband and wife living in the other. So the living conditions are going to be different in both houses. So therefore, the quality of cleaning is going to be different in both of the residential houses. Now, for Airbnbs, they get cleaned frequently. Airbnb they turn very frequently. So, and then once you get that contract, you want to give them sort of a deal, right? So that's why it's going to be a little lower, I would say, than your average residential clean. Okay, it might be just a little bit more lower, the Airbnb.
All right. Appreciate y'all ladies for chiming in on that and helping us out here. Let's see what else we got. All right, let's see. Fun with God says, oh, wait a minute. Will somebody say something? Okay. Fun with God says, if I can't pay insurance for three employees in a home/building, could I get away with it? What could a person like me do starting off with low funds?
I mean, I don't know. It's all good until it ain't. So I wouldn't advise you to take that chance. I would DoorDash or do whatever you got to do to get some extra money to make sure you're taken care of as far as your insurance goes. I know it can be tempting, but you want to make sure that you covered. And not having insurance on your business is like, your business is your baby. You wouldn't send your baby out, unprotected. You want to make sure that your business is protected at all times, because one of those clients mess something, or one of your staff mess up something, and one of those houses or one of those businesses, depending on where you at, it could really put you out of business. So you want to be careful. I had something happen, not too long ago in one of my accounts. There was an issue with the concrete floors, and without my knowledge, the decision maker, she was like, hey, you guys, she was telling my staff, can you guys use this tonight instead of the other stuff that we were normally using? And, my staff went ahead and used it, and they shouldn't have used it. It messed up the pH in the concrete floor, and it left a big stain in the floor. Well, no one wants to hear like, well, they said this or they said that. That I was able to get it fixed without putting in an insurance claim, but had it been bigger, it would have been an insurance claim. And if I wouldn't have been covered, I would have been on the hook for that. So, I would be careful. Just make sure that you know where you are in your life and in with your situation. But just know that, your business is is your baby, and you want to make sure that it's protected. I wouldn't advise it, but it's up to you how you want to move forward with that.
I would say one way that he can get around it is hiring 1099, hiring a contractor.
There you go.
And require them to have insurance. That way you don't really have to cover them. For residential, you can get by with residential that way. Now, if you're doing commercial account, they're going to want you to see your insurance. That's the only thing. If you're doing a big commercial account, they're going to want to see your insurance. But if you're doing residential, hire a 1099 and request them to have the general liability and the workers' comp insurance. That's one way to get around it.
I love that solution because I don't do 1099, so I forget to think about that. But that's a brilliant way to approach it. But I feel like if you have enough work to have 3 employees, you can afford insurance. And insurance is not that expensive. So I don't know.
It's not.
That's a strange even way to think about. So but look, I started off homeless. So I'll be the first one to tell you, hey, if you got to get it out the mud, man, go ahead and get it out the mud. Yes, it's risky, but so is being broke. So go ahead and get it out the mud but the second you can double back and get legal, you double back and get legal. That's the name of the game, man. But if you can go either grab a 1099 so you don't actually have to they can have insurance. That's a brilliant way. But also you could just go shop around and buy some insurance. If you can afford to have employees, you can definitely afford to have insurance, or your pricing is off. So
yeah, we got to stop thinking that $150 a month for insurance is expensive in 2024.
Yeah, no.
Exactly. we got to get that out of our mental. I've had too many people come to me and say, "Oh, well, I can't afford it, and it's $150." We got to stop that. And you saying you want to be a millionaire one day. We got to stop that mentality. It's a lot of mindset that you have to deal with. You got to work on your mindset.
You said it, DJ, because my first thought is, okay, well, what type of insurance are you talking about? Because if they're your employees, if you got general liability coverage, well, they already fall into that. And then if they're contractors, as Ms. Johnson just said, well, then they get their own liability insurance. So that's that. Now, if you're talking about workman's comp, okay, well, now we go to what DJ just said at the very end, which is pricing. It sounds like you must not be pricing it enough, because all of this, the customers should cover your expenses. And if they don't, then you probably trying to do too much. Simple. Yeah. That's what it sounds. So it's but something wrong in that. That shouldn't be an issue though. All right.
I would my bad. What Marcus was saying, because you have to figure out how big is your risk. When I started, I didn't have insurance. In Texas, you don't have to have insurance, but I also have to think, what kind of company do I want to be? So if something did go down, how would I address it? I don't want to be like a bum, type of company that's going to be like, oh yeah, whatever, I don't need insurance. You're stuck with it, so things have happened in our company where, most of the time it's glass being broken, so some kind of window, somehow we broke a window, or somehow we broke the glass in the shower or whatnot. And I always knew I'm going to have to pay out of pocket when something goes down, and just be honorable in that way and say, hey, do you have a glass person? If you don't, I'll find somebody. If you do, let me know what their invoice is, what their price is, and I'll pay it. And that's it. Then we move on. So it depends on how big of the risk. I'm lucky that nobody's finger got cut off with these glass being broken or something like that. So yeah, it just depends how you're going to take the risk. Until now, I do have insurance, because now there's no excuse to not have insurance. But starting out, I didn't, because I didn't have to, but I also was very responsible.
I love that take. I was waiting to see him. Like you about to say something, Nicole. I was trying to wait.
I was just going to say, I think I know the only way you probably can get away with it for longer than usual is if you're doing it by yourself, not with more than one person. So if you don't.
Okay, but that was what I was alluding to when I was saying it sounded like you're probably trying to do too much. If it's either your pricing or you're trying to do too much. And what I meant by do too much is, well, maybe you can't afford to hire yet, and you need to be doing it yourself. That's kind of what I was alluding to when I said that part. So I'm glad she added that.
Yeah, it was I also don't know if you're talking about medical, provide actual medical insurance and as a benefit, and that that you might just not be ready for. You're not required to do that, until you're a certain size. So yeah, definitely lay off of that. Or, get the actual regular general liability insurance and bonding that you need to operate in your state. But yeah, as far as covering your employees' medical, that's at a much higher stage.
Mm-hmm.
2024 business has been great. Have you guys ever bite more than you can chew?
That's all I do. What are you talking about? That is all I do. I don't do anything else. I'm always trying to tackle the whale. That's all I do. I whale shop all day long since day one. It's all I've ever done. And yes, on day one, I had more than I could chew on my plate often. One of my first bid appointments, the very first year of my business, was the new Facebook building as they were building it when they were coming out here. This is my first month in business. I don't know what the hell I was doing. Those people they laughed me out of there. But you got to go in there. You got to fall. You got to stumble. Fail early. There's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, you don't know what you need to learn until you go and you make those type of mistakes. So
yeah,
there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I agree with DJ. I always take on challenges. I always bite off more than I can chew. I just had a phone call yesterday with someone called from the Army base, and they was like, "Hey, can you provide us with 10? We need 10 housekeepers, and they need to work 9 to 5, and we need them by Friday." And I'm like, "Yeah, we could do it." And my assistant, she looking at me like, "What? Like, this is more work for us to do. I don't care. Like, did you hear the numbers? Like, I will figure it out. I'm like a figure-outable person. You know what I mean? So now we're trying to figure that situation out. But I never did the military base before. I want to try it out. So that's me. I'm always that. I haven't always. I ain't gonna lie. I've always been a risk taker. I'm not gonna lie. But not big risks like this. Of course, I can afford to do it. Okay, so I don't want y'all getting yourself in no situation to where you're getting a loan and you don't have no revenue coming in to pay off the loan and all that crazy stuff. But I can't afford to do it, so I'm going to take the risk and I'm going to try it out and see how it works and put it on surviving the cleaning industry. Let you guys check it out.
There you go. I love it. And I'm just gonna jump in there too and say, bro, this conference is literally that. Like, I booked this shit in Vegas. I never even been to Vegas before yet. When I booked it, you know what I mean? I picked the hotel without even seeing it. I always, like DJ said, literally, that's all I do is bite off more than I can chew. And that's how you get to the next level over and over and over. Keep leveling up. Great question.
Yeah, exactly. You don't do it just for the sake of doing it, knowing that you're gonna fail. You do it to try to level yourself up. It's about your personal growth. That's why you bite off more than you could chew. It's not about just, I'm never gonna be able to do this. No, you actually try. I don't know if Mark, I know a bunch of cleaning business like in this area. We all got like this request for a proposal for like the 38 Best Buy stores around here, and like for most of us, most of the people that I know around here couldn't just take that within the time period that they had. And so, but all of us tried, all of us attempted to, but we all ended up calling each other trying to get the damn job done. So, but it's not for the sake of just doing it. It's for the sake of personal growth. You try, and when you fail, you do these things, knowing that, hey, you might fail, but you have to be willing to go improve those areas where you were weak at and those areas where you think you could have improved at to try again next time. And you might even fail that time, but you keep trying and you keep trying to keep improving yourself, knowing that and eventually you'll get there. You take that bet on yourself and eventually it'll pay off as long as you don't quit.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, y'all. They back to the Airbnb. Miss Cassandra Wright said that her 3-bed, 2-bath standard is $225. Airbnb $175. The host went $120. She said, nope, not doing it in Memphis. I mean, again, like that lady said earlier, it varies depending on where you are. I don't know where somebody else is. They might be enough. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds pretty low for Memphis too.
It ain't enough for me. I can tell you that much. Not where we at.
But keep negotiating. I mean, this is business. Keep negotiating. Try to get closer to your number if you can. I mean, I don't throw away anybody until they say no. You want 120. Hey, let's get closer to the middle. And this is why I like to tell them why my number is a number that they're going to get.
If
You
that's her number, she needs to stick to her number. If your number is 223 and that's your low number, every cleaning company knows their high number and their low number.
True.
The number you absolutely cannot go under. Stick to it. If that's her low number, it ain't no deal. We're not a good fit, and move on.
Everybody ain't your customer. Welcome to my guy.
Yeah.
Welcome to my guy. What's good, bro?
There you
Mario
go.
Kelly
There you
checking
go.
in.
What's up, family? How y'all doing today?
What's happening?
What you
We
doing?
vibing today. We vibing, bro.
I see. I appreciate answering those questions. Just, I have a couple questions that someone had asked me, and I seen they were on here, so that's why I asked those questions.
Okay, appreciate that.
But I'm
that.
ready, baby.
You gonna
I'm
answer
ready.
the questions.
I'm ready.
Let's
I'm
get
ready
it.
for Vegas.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah,
Golden, too,
man.
Golden, if you're still in here, man, I'm ready to come to New York. So if you can come to Vegas, we can sit down, chop it up, and we can go ahead and start the whole process for New York, man. I'm ready to start coming over and clean. Like you said, there's 10 million people out there. And we just throw something at the wall and it's gonna stick.
Yeah. I love it, bro.
There
All
you
right, Andre said that was a good question. So if you own the company and you doing residential for about 180, a 3-bed, 2-bath, what would the split normally be between the workers and the company?
For us, my split is usually a 60-40.
Yep, same. And the cleaners get the 60.
Yeah.
Correct. All right. Lauren C says, just started my cleaning business and I'm trying to find ways to make my business stand out. I'm a registered nurse and I have centered my business around medical offices, surgery centers. Any ideas? Any ideas to what? Make your business stand out. I got you. I got some up. I'm gonna wait for everybody else first. I talk too much.
Going to conferences and buying a booth. Man, you'll stand out. I bet you ain't nobody bought no booth to the Clean Biz Network conference. Come on now, buy a whole booth. With your company name up there. Like when we went to the Invest Fest, I was so amazed of all the business owners out there and their booth, man. Oh my God, they had some beautiful booths out there. Okay,
we only got one person.
You only got one series?
Only one person. Shout out to Carolyn for recruiting that for us.
Yeah.
Dang.
Come on, buy a booth. If I really wanted to Tenacity Clean to stand out, I would purchase a booth at the Clean Biz Network conference.
For sure.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you're so niche down in terms of content, you can't go wrong. It's like since you have a target, you pretty much can't go wrong. You could definitely start a podcast just interviewing all the potential people in your space, and not even about your cleaning business. You could talk to them about whatever doctor stuff they want to talk about, and it's going to interest other doctors, and you're hosting the party. So you pretty much can't go wrong. You have a niche already, so it kind of makes itself. You just got to think about where they're spending their time, think about the things that the content they're consuming and where they're spending their time either online or in print. And that's where you want to get in front of them. And it's going to be pretty easy to stand out, especially if you're marketing and the pictures of your company is of you in relation to doctor's office and medical facilities or even surgeons, which is even more specific, then you're going to stand out immediately. You're going to stand out immediately because other cleaning companies, they're in pictures in regular office buildings or in, like me, I'm in gyms. My cleaners are sitting in gyms. So gym owners call me when they see those type of images. So if you have pictures of your people cleaning operating rooms or medical facilities, then those people are going to see that and associate your business with the special, with that being your specialty.
Yeah. Yep. And if I can piggyback off of that, and that's exactly what I would do, is just make content for your niche. Like you said, I got a call from Houston because I'm constantly putting up content of we cleaning here in Detroit Stadium. So they're going to reach out. Like you said, you in a specialty anyway. I mean, in the hospital, there's probably not too many cleaning companies that's out there and that's putting their face out in front in order to bring in more traffic. So content is king and consistency is queen. So those two right there, you got it.
Yeah, I just want to say, bro, your niche is OP, bro. Your niche is out of there, bro. That's cheating. That is cheating the system right there, bro. That is cheating the system right there, bro. It to the top.
Just one new contract, nigga.
Yeah, I'm just go get grab me another stadium right quick. Yeah, grab me another stadium, dude. That's different, boy. You something else.
I appreciate
look,
it, man.
and I was gonna say too on that, and I'm glad y'all brought that perspective up because I've done that for years, and I'm only gonna speak from that direction. So I'm glad because that's a cheat code. If you build a personal brand, get online, that's a cheat code. It opens so many doors. But the thing I wanted to tell you too is you answered that it's right there in your question, how to stand out. You're a registered nurse.
Mhm.
That's your angle right there. You should have that all over your website, everywhere. I'm from the medical background. I'm a medical. That's the story right there. You supposed to be running with that. That's it.
Yeah. And then too, also too, you know, she can speak. She knows the language. She can speak to directly to, you know, what the problems are. You know, we do a lot of medical facilities, you know, dental offices, surgery center. We do the same thing. But it took me a while to really catch on to the language. So when I go in and I do, you know, I do a walkthrough for a surgery center, for, you know, for dental office, it's different than someone saying, hey, we can come in and we can clean. When I come in, I can say, hey, you know, are you guys having a lot of the problems with the tar that drips from the syringe when you guys are in all of the operatories? It stands at your feet. It's uncomfortable. They can resonate with that. And I'm not even in that space. I just have experience doing it. She knows what it feels like to get ready to go home for the day, take your scrubs off and, you know, put them where they go and kick your shoes off. Some of those things like coming in the next day, having your shoes lined up next to your cubby hole. How much does that affect your mental in a positive way? These are little, and I'm just giving quick examples. I don't know exactly from the nursing standpoint, but she knows what things does the doctors like from your experience that would make it that much more easy for the doctor to go do his surgery. What things does the doctor like that makes their days a little bit better? I know doctors typically don't like their desk being touched, but again, like I only just have experience from my position being a nurse, and that's what she wants to tackle. That's what she wants to do. The game is wide open. Like she can really come in and kill it.
Wide open.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I got a quick question for you guys. What state are you guys from?
Washington State.
Washington. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Why you ask?
Man, there's some game on here, man.
Why you ask?
No. I just because I heard
Trying to partner with you, get them stadiums, bro.
Yeah, we won't. That's the first thing. But I heard you say we are in the same area.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie though, man. I did reach out to the Seahawks, their little practice stadium, a few times. I reached out to them.
You haven't reached out to T-Mobile Park yet?
I haven't reached out to T-Mobile Park, but I have reached out to T-Mobile in Factoria though.
Nice.
Family. So what do you do? I mean, you just do. Are you in the stadium cleaning also?
No. I just reached out to them. I reached out, but I never got anything back.
So what I'm gonna tell you a quick little cheat code is.
Let me get my pen. Hold on.
Yeah, come on, grab the pen real quick. Instead of then reaching out to the stadium, find out who the facility manager is, because it's a 95% chance that it's Citywide or Airmark or Belfort that has the cleaning contract. And you want to supply the workers for them. You don't even want, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I feel like every cleaning company, every staffing agency starts out as a cleaning company. Kelly Services, Forge, you know, because a lot of us have 10, 15 accounts, you know, or cleaning 10, 15 Airbnbs where we need 2 people to go to each one. That's 20, 30 people. So we really have a staffing agency. So you really want to reach out to their cleaning company and then you don't want to be the prime. I'm gonna tell you why, because you're spending $15,000 a month just on mop heads.
Yeah.
Not the stick that the mop head go on, just the mop head. 20,000 on gloves. And you know, and then you see people who come clean the stable, they just grab a handful of gloves and then they throw half of those away, and you see you going crazy, like, man, you just threw about $15 away. What is you know, so you don't really want to shoot for the prime. You want those big, and then with the prime, sometimes they just have a budget. Let's just say it's a $9 million budget, but within that $9 million, you got to get all the supplies. You probably got 4 or 5 staffing agencies. You probably got, you know, it's so much overhead that you really want to come in and not work off a budget, but more work off like a hourly. with your employees, with on the staff in that way. So now if I got 100 people working there, the company standing there and saying, okay, let's do this job. We're gonna pay you $100,000 to clean these 2 games. Instead of that, I can bring 100 people in and have them work hourly, and it may be $115,000. So you want to contact the facility manager. You want to let them know that you partner with Believe 313, and this is what you're doing in all other states. But it really does work off a resume also. I see that's how Houston and Hard Rock Stadium, a lot of that came off just the resume that I've had. So, and then I guarantee you, at every stadium, whoever's on whatever state y'all in, I mean AJ, you guys in Washington, I guarantee you, if you go on Indeed right now, they're hiring for stadium cleaners. Guarantee you. Baseball, football, because it's a revolving door. Yeah. So now you just step in and say, I got 40 people. And we are, I don't know, what's the name of your company? I can't see it.
Oh,
Clean Things Solution, Clean Things Staffing has 40 people, and we're ready to staff citywide, Airmark, or whoever it may be. So try to come at that angle. Instead of then trying to come and be the prime.
You know what, man? And that's bars. First and foremost, bars. Because I never. There you go.
Tommy did it.
So I had a situation with the Hilton, and I always thought Hilton was always, I thought they were all in house. But the lady, the way she was explaining the model to me was, she wanted me to come in and do exactly what you were saying. Just supply the workers. We'll train them. We'll do all of these different things. We just need you to bring them. We just need you to bring them.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as as clear cut and dry as you just explained it. Their model is a little bit different, but it's still along those same lines. Yeah. So it didn't end up working out, but that's definitely something that we're going to be looking at moving forward.
Yeah, that's the wave right now, man. The malls here,
crazy.
Shinola Hotel. Let me tell you exactly for Shinola is they have housekeeping, like you just said, 40 people from the housekeeping, but instead of hiring in-house, they just use the staff to come. So we just give them the 40 people, and they still work 25 to 39 hours a week. So 25 to 49 hours a week times 40 hours, times whatever. It's a hell of a markup.
Yeah.
So you really want to start studying the staffing side, because we got a lot of people, employees who working with us. Why not? You know what I'm saying? We got at least 10 to 15. And then now the real goal now is to get these employees 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
So now if I can get him 40 hours a week, and I can make $6 to $10 an hour per employee, so now we talking a little different language. Now we really starting to clean a company. What does the Hawthorne say? Clean without cleaning. So
man, I hope people I am like shaking in my chair for AJ right now, because if you were on my channel, I'd have cut you off. 10 minutes ago. My God, stop it! Oh
wow.
My God.
No,
my God, AJ, cut this man off, bro. Y'all get the CBN conference, bro. If you don't know, get a ticket. And start walking there right now.
I started to do it because he do that to me all the time too. But I said, I ain't even gonna do it, because I'm telling you, last year when he was there, I'm telling you, you catch this man in person and let him talk and see what happened. This is even though these are bars, but I'm telling you, he got plenty more. So we got this.
I want to introduce us to this year. I want to talk about genius level talent, and our purpose. And in order to find our purpose, so we have to find our genius level talent. There's 9 forms of intelligence. So we have to find that. I ain't gonna even go into it. That's what I'm gonna talk about at the CBN conference. And then once you really understand your which box you're in, you can relate this back to DNA and your birth and things, the way your life had worked out. Like when you were talking about the dispensary, I mean, I love cleaning dispensaries. And maybe I just think it's the adrenaline rush from.
Yeah, me too. I just processed and procedured the hell out of it. I love it. It's too big of money for me to say no.
But you got to understand, like, at the same time, I don't want to put nobody, like with Shinola, I have to hire a certain person because it's millions and millions of dollars worth of product that's just wide open, and then you're there at night by yourself. So I understand on the security level, but a lot of those things give me adrenaline rushes, just the whole, the patterns, having to understand the patterns of these different things. But the way you looked at it and said, man, I know they're going to get robbed, and that's the best time to rob somebody is at 11, 12 o'clock when the cleaner's coming in. I respect you for that, man, because like you just said, a lot of us would have been like, hell no, $20,000 a month, I'm keeping that. $10,000 a month, I'm keeping that. But you looked at the bigger picture, man. So that's why I really asked you where you were from, man. I don't know you, but I hope you'll be at the conference, right?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay, so we're gonna kick it. But then, fam, you don't even understand, like, and social media is a huge thing, bro. And like, I watch all your videos.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm talking about DJ.
Okay.
DJ, I watch all your videos, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
And I learn from you, you know what I'm saying, regardless of, and one thing that we should all understand is regardless if we are whatever level someone else feel like we are at, in my eyes, I'm still chasing success because I'm looking up at people, who are way beyond. I'm looking at the Kelly services. That's how I know they started out as a cleaning service. They're the #1 staff agency in the United States. So, and I learned a lot from you. So iron sharpens iron. AJ, I always give him his props, man, and tell him he the king of content. So I'm just happy to be here, man, honestly.
Same, man. That right back at you, man.
Definitely. Wow.
Look, damn, he done blew all our mind. I gotta remember where the hell we was at and all that now. Like,
I tried to tell you, man. I was like, stop him, man. Stop him. This man is going off right now. He's on fire. Put him out. Somebody gotta put him out.
So catch me in the hallway and listen. Catch me in the hallway of the Marriott, and we gonna go in.
Oh yeah.
Last year we stayed outside. It's about 4 a.m.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I'm
about, So yeah, we gotta. I can't wait to meet you guys and sit down and chop it up, man, and learn something from you guys.
Yeah. All right, let me see what we got here, y'all. Gen X Facility Services said I accepted an Airbnb without looking because it was $750 4 hours. I see the square footage. I never seen so many beds in my life. The minute she paid Paradise Valley, I was doomed. I failed. It happens. But again, you learn from it, and that's another thing too. Sometimes we'll look at the big number on the contract and all we see is that big number.
Wow.
But unless you run the numbers on it, it might not even be a good deal. So you just got to do your math on it. That's all. But learn experience.
That must be a swingers event or something. 14,000 square feet.
The first thing I look at in those Airbnb cleans is how long is it going to take your cleaners to clean it, man? Come on, you can't look at the price. Like, how long is it going to take? How many cleaners to clean that Airbnb? That's the first question that I ask myself whenever I'm quoting any job.
Right.
And it probably was going to cost you that $750.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put your profit on top of it. So the fort, no way. I wouldn't have did that.
Right. And this one is for you, Ms. Johnson. They said in the beginning, how did you manage both residential and commercial, and when did you make the choice to do both?
Well, unlike most people, I actually had help. I had my teenagers out there helping me with my residential accounts, and for the commercial, I delegated the commercial accounts. So I found 1099 workers to do my commercial accounts, and then me and my teenagers, we went out there and handled all the residential accounts. So that's kind of how I was able to balance both worlds until I was able to pull myself out of it and just delegate everything, all of the work.
Okay.
I actually really quick, I want to give you your flowers real quick, Miss Johnson, because like real early on in my journey when I was getting started in this cleaning business, I was at a point where I didn't always have someone to watch my kids, and sometimes I had a couple early childcare facilities, and sometimes I would have to bring my kids with me when I would go clean these buildings, and I felt like so ashamed, and I felt so bad. And then like one random day, I saw your video, and you had your kids in there cleaning with you. I was like, well, if y'all don't pick up a garbage bag and start helping me, man, yeah, come on. Like I was immediately the day after, I was like, oh, Miss Johnson doing that? I was like, oh yeah, come on, man, y'all come help me. And they worked there for like 2 years until I and they made their little extra money until I got them out of there. But yeah, I had to give you applause for that because that was a big part of my story that I actually never got
My kids was my first employees, and I say kids, but they were young adults. They were teenagers, okay, not babies, okay. Because I got an episode on surviving the cleaning industry where Tamika had to fire a young lady for bringing her kid to work.
Oh, I had the same. Yeah, I had the same thing. Yeah.
So it wasn't a kid. My teenagers, they did come out there and help me. They were my first employees.
Yeah.
I'm glad I actually caught that episode the other night too. I actually did catch that one. That's a tough call to have to make, man. So shout out Mr. Meekin for actually making that call. And we actually bought our kids. I ain't gonna lie. In our early days, Maya was definitely in the building with us in the damn car seat. We just carried the car seat in the building.
But you own the business.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, it's different when you own the business.
Now obviously they can't do it, but I definitely took that risk. Hey, look, we got some more help on here too. There go my guy, big dog, Mr. Ricky Regalado. What's good, bro? I think he froze.
Ricky.
I think he froze on me. I'm gonna give him a second. It might pop back. But yeah, but now we definitely was out there, Gina, tell you, and it's like, but like you said, we own the business, so obviously I wouldn't let my people do it, and I definitely had to let somebody go for the same thing. But damn, it feels bad because it's like, well, you did it, well, I can't do it, but they don't need to know all that, and it ain't theirs, like you said.
Yeah, you can't let everybody do that.
Yeah, it hurts. You almost can't let anybody do it, and especially when you come from that and you had to do it yourself before, and you see someone going through it and struggling, and you see that they're really just trying to hustle just like you were, and for you to and you really sitting there with that decision, like, am I really gonna let this person go for something that I honestly respect? You know, but like you have to. You have no choice. Your hands are tied in that moment, and it's tough. People think that these decisions are just easy, and they're not. It's not easy at all. And those are some of the toughest parts of business. Is the people to people aspect of it.
Exactly. I think we're here now, Ricky. Can you hear me?
I got you. I'm here.
There we go, man. Welcome, y'all. I just want to shout out to the Route team.
Hey, Ricky.
For the CBN Conference, bro. Just if you could, just introduce yourself a little bit, let the people know who we're talking to here.
Hey guys, how you doing? I know it says Ricardo. I go by Ricky, but yeah, Ricky Regalado here from Route. I'm out of Chicago. I also own a cleaning company called Rosalato Services, and I have a podcast called Cleaning and Cocktails, where I like to have a little cocktail. AJ knows we be getting down now. We be getting down. But no, yeah, I've been in the business for 8 years. Built a family cleaning company. Now I built the software as well for the industry, and just having fun, man. Having fun. This is, you know, it's not a sexy industry, but when you get together with like-minded people that have the same grit and tenacity, right? It becomes fun because this is a recession and pandemic-proof industry, and it is very lucrative, and it is very fragmented. So with fragmentation comes opportunity. With opportunity comes success.
Hey, Ricky, I want to give you your flowers, man. There's a saying he said, here we go. There's a saying I say, take advantage of all the inches around you, you know. Mm-hmm. So Golden asked a question about how could he expand his company in New York, man. Whatever apartment building you live in, use that one. That become. But Ricky, me and you had a conversation, man, a few months ago, and you said, I'm with the Goldman Sachs program or whatever. I met somebody, and I heard. I said, "Well, let me sign up for that." So I ended up signing up. I got accepted. I used your name and everything. I told you the person that referred me, and it's a great program, man. I can just say I appreciate for even sharing that with me, you know. But people who are out there, when you're having conversations with different people and when we're on these different podcasts or lives, listen to what people are talking about. Listen, you know, and document it. Like he said earlier when I was talking, he's taking this pen down and then put action behind it. Miss Johnson, the only way she was able to do the residential and corporate was she went and did it. She put some action behind it. So, because I'm seeing a lot of people buy courses and different things like that.
Yeah,
don't put no action behind it.
Don't get it. Yeah, don't get it twisted. I mean, respect to the guys or the people that are pushing the, you know, build $1 million business without cleaning. That's not for me. I mean, I had to clean for the first 4 years of my company.
Yeah.
And I would not take any day back. I don't care how hard it was. I am now the best salesperson, the best trainer, the best HR, the best recruiter, because I cleaned all that time. And you learn, man. So again, no offense, but if you really want to build a business, you got to do the cleaning. If you want to have a nice little side hustle, then yeah, you could take a couple courses.
Yeah,
that's so refreshing to hear somebody say that, because everyone, like, there's so many other people preaching that, like, oh, build the $1 million cleaning business in 60 days without ever cleaning or ever touching a broom. And I'm like, man, like, they must have figured something out that I didn't figure out. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna just say that it you know, like, I'm not just gonna say that it can't happen. Like, cool, I'm sure that it's very possible.
No, it could happen. It could very,
I'm sure
right,
that it's very, very possible, man. I was like, I'm not familiar with that process. Like, all I know is work. So that's, you know, work is what worked for me. So you got to get to work.
Man, yes.
Nah.
You know my saying: if you run from the work, you might as well hide from the money.
You said build $1 million business without cleaning,
without working, without doing nothing.
God. I lost $1 million contract in the past 3 months. I'm like, I couldn't even imagine not being able to go back out there and get something else.
Oh man, cool. But yeah, though, Ricky, man, they're really helping. Goldman Sachs is really helping me out, man. So appreciate you.
It's a good program, man. It's it makes you uncomfortable. Like, I was uncomfortable because I didn't know my finances during that period that I did. I did it in 17, and it really, like, you know, when you know, now I'm okay, but that moment you go around and they have you introduce yourself and you're like nervous. What do I say? How do I introduce myself? I don't feel like I belong in this room.
Yeah.
That was the feeling I had when the finance section came up, because I don't know my numbers like that. I didn't, you know, I thought I was top line. I was a sales guy. I thought as long as I'm selling, I'm making money. That's not the case. Like, in that course, like, they were asking me questions that I didn't have an answer to. So it made me feel real uncomfortable and like, damn, I have $1 million cleaning company and I don't know my numbers. So it was humbling but like you said, I walked in there open, ready to teach me that.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna jump back in these comments for a little bit. And listen, whenever y'all tired, let me know, because I'm gonna be tired when y'all tired. Phone with God says, at the conference will we be able to talk to each other and every one of you for advice and strategies? I watch all of you on YouTube. Absolutely. That's the whole purpose of getting in that room. I keep telling y'all, the way we do my conferences, I'm gonna tell you right now, I design it so that way can't nobody duck. Can't nobody hide from it. Everybody is nice and intimate. We gonna have some drinks so everybody can be a little more open with this, what they speaking. And literally, like, you see Ricky, you see me, you see Tenacity, you see anybody out here, I'm telling you, just pull up on them. Pull up on them. Know what I mean? We here, that's what we're here for, to help. Literally. Yes, you can ask. And a lot of times too, a lot of us would do Q&A from the stage as well. So you can ask your question that way. But I know some people introverts, they don't want to do it that way, but you'll definitely have your opportunity for sure. All right, let's see what else we got. No problem, Lauren. That's some inside now. They talking about that what you dropped earlier too. I'm pretty sure when you dropped about getting the stadiums and going on Indeed.
I'm gonna go back to that last question. Is
which one? This one?
That one is the best thing though, that we're all staying in the same hotel.
Yes.
That's really the biggest plus out of this whole weekend, that we're all in the same hotel.
And it's a nice hotel too.
Great hotel. And guess what? We all got to catch the elevator to come down at some time. So you're going to see Ricky in the lobby. You're going to see me on the elevator. And fam, I am my mother's son. I most definitely am approachable. I'm a human being, and I want to share this information I have, man. So long as you're at that conference, pull up on us, like you say.
Literally,
yeah, don't feel like you can't come up to me. I can't wait to talk to everybody. I'm overly excited to talk to everybody. So yeah, definitely come up to me if you see me.
It's funny you said the elevator part though, because it's like I had a lot of those moments last year, and it was like, hey, Mr. Simmons, because you can't tell, like, are they here for this or are they here for something else at the hotel? Like, you don't never know. So it's like, oh shit, what shit was good? And so we ride down the elevator talking then. But yeah, absolutely.
No, yeah, and I would say, AJ, like, I mean, you said it too earlier, Mario, is everybody should know who's on this panel here. Everybody should look up the speakers to know, like, that's one thing even to this day I still do. I was at Puerto Rico for the BSCI CEO conference, and I make it a habit. Like, I got my notes who I want to meet, right? The CEO of ABM was there, the CEO of Harvard Maintenance, the CEO of Sodexo, the CEO of GDI. These are billion-dollar cleaning companies all in one room. And I had no shame in my game. I walk right up. Hey, Scott, how you doing? Hey, man, I'd love to get you on my podcast. This guy's like, I'm not a celebrity. Like, I'm the CEO of ABM. It's a cleaning company. I'm like, no, I know, but dude, you guys have an $8 billion cleaning company. I want to talk to you. So like, you're my celebrity right now. Like, but again, he laughed because he's like, we're friends on LinkedIn. I'm like, I know. I sent you a message. You didn't respond. He's like, dude, I don't respond to many messages. He's like, I'm old school. I'm an email guy. So it was funny. He showed me. He's like, look at 1,800 unread messages. He's like, I'm not tech savvy. I don't go to LinkedIn like that. So something for you guys to know out there too. Like, some of us may not answer on LinkedIn, but then try Instagram. Or if Instagram doesn't work, maybe try Facebook. Like, some people use different channels here, and we're not very active. Like TikTok, shit. You won't find me on TikTok. I got like 3 followers. I think I made 1 post. I got to get on TikTok though. I know. I see you laughing. I see you laughing at me. I know.
No, I'm glad you say that too, because you helping me look more like a good human being, because I know a lot of people hit me. I definitely don't look at LinkedIn, but I look at Instagram. I don't look at Facebook at all. Like, you go in my inbox, I definitely not doing that because too many local people there, they're gonna really worry me. But so it's like I ain't trying to ignore you. It's honestly, I probably don't see it. You know what I mean? So be clear on that. Just fucking email me, aj@cleanbusinessnetwork.com. I look at all of those. For now, and at some point I'm probably gonna grow and somebody else gonna be looking at those. You know what I mean? Actually, I got somebody that's already in training for that. But you know what I mean? So I'm glad Ricky brought that out though. Just keep basically selling. Everything is sales. All right, Tony Flood says, I've learned so much from you guys. I'm picking up more contracts. I listen to everything you guys say, you guys be saying. Plus, I follow through. Keep sharing the info. That's what's up. All right, Cassandra says, man, I wish I could come. Y'all are great. Been watching all y'all YouTube channels. Thank you for blessing us. Absolutely.
Come on, Cassandra. What's going on? What's the hold up? He's been advertising for at least 6 months.
Look, get him. Your ordinary Chris says, how to vet cleaners? Do you have scripts available? Good question. I'm shutting up. I'm letting y'all jump in.
I mean, yeah, I look at it like you have to have some type of script available, but I know we about 2 hours and 40 minutes in. By this time, Chris, that's his last name, you should have a ticket to the conference, my baby. So, but I can just tell you, you should have some type of script, but I will go deeper into that at the conference.
No, that's facts. Meet us there, and you are expert at staffing. You have an actual staffing company, so he definitely can help you better. And I will say too, we got a script and is in my course inside of when you join Clean Business Network. So if you want that, that's in there. All right, let's see what else we got. Dante says, I'm doing the cleaning. That's more money in my pocket. Well, here's the thing, Dante. We're gonna get to you in a minute on that. And more money in my pocket. I have enough clients to hire workers. More money in my pocket though. So that's the thing. You got to do some soul searching on this though, because it's like, do you really want to build a multi-million-dollar company? Because you're not going to be able to do it if you just committed to doing it that way. But if you're happy with doing it this way, hey, go for it. It's definitely less stress. I tell you that. So, but
a lot of people think they want to own a business, but what they really want is to be self-employed, because you can't make a lot more money when you can control your income yourself and be working for yourself. A lot of people get to that 90, maybe 100K, and they're doing all the work, and they're like, well, shit, I really don't You know, this is all I need, actually. You know, actually, I'm good. I don't think I actually want to take my money and put my money back into the business to try to grow. I don't want to go down. I want to stay right where I am. And some people get comfortable right there. So that's where a lot of people live, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, the industry needs that as well.
That's really how I got into the stadiums, man. I had to do like 3 or 4 accounts in order to pay a lot of payrolls. So that's a great idea.
We got a fan in here, Ricky. Shout out Miss Karen checking in. She said, "Hey, Ricky." All right, Karen Denton. All right, here we go. Dante says, "I'm doing." Oh, I already got that one. Shout out to Tequila checking in. Cassandra Wright says, "Yes, I had my son helping me when with my post-construction jobs when I started last summer. He's in college now and said, am I still working this summer?" Yes, sir. Thank you for your response. All right, but that was from Tenacity there, talking about working in there with the kids. Angelica Elwell says, "I feel like being in the field cleaning is where I learned the most. Experience and also listening to you guys all day." Facts, literally. And that's where I thought a lot of my best ideas too. Facts. You in there documenting for hours, I mean, and you got them headphones on and you thinking all type of good stuff. So that's facts right there.
That's hard. Like I really can't stress how much that's where I built my business. It's to the hum of that vacuum underneath my headphones and whatever podcast I'm listening to. Like that's where my business was built. Was those taking in the knowledge from all the great people who put out content. All of you guys who put out podcasts and videos that I get to watch and listen to while I'm just running through my cleaning task. Like that time is invaluable. Those are hours that you're putting in. Those hours that you're putting into improving yourself. And that goes a long way.
Which Cassandra said, my son decided to go for a $40,000 school scholarship. Helps still pay $5,000 a semester. Was hoping I got my tax money back in time.
Hey, I respect that. That, Miss Wright.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Well, we all been through it. Shit.
Oh yeah.
All right, y'all. We out of questions.
Hey, Ricky, man? I got a quick question for Ricky. Yeah. Come on, man. Bring the podcast up to Vegas, and we can do.
Oh, that's nice.
Drinking with it. We can do it there.
I got my whole crew coming because I'm going to San Jose that Sunday because we're doing a cleaning and cocktails in San Jose. So I'm going to book the hotel. I'm going to book the venue. That Monday, Tuesday, I'll be in Vegas for the Encapsulooza cleaning conference. So that one is more floor services. It's a guy named Damon Williams is putting that together.
Okay.
And then I'm going to you guys, but I'm bringing Jesus. I'm bringing the camera, the crew. I'm going to have some fun with all of you, getting some snippets. And we don't got to do a full blown episodes there. I want to get snippets so I can also share and help AJ with AJ, you're going to have one angle. I want to bring a different angle for you on just behind the scenes. Cause you guys are in it, man. You're planning this shit. The event is so hard. Trust me. I know how hard it is to plan an event. I'm going to get shots of all you guys without knowing that there's going to be a shot. And then putting together some fun stuff, man. Because this is a cool, dude. This is outside your comfort zone too. You guys are putting this together not in Florida. So this is exciting. I got to tell you. So I want to capture some of these moments that you guys are putting together. People really got to know this is not a one-off thing. This is your third year doing it already. So it's just going to get bigger and bigger.
Yep.
We got to figure out how to do things together. So
Hey, let me ask you a question. Is that money sound only ringing in my ear? Or is that just how my mind is? Or is that money sound ringing in everybody's ear? I mean, I don't know.
I hear it over here too.
I definitely heard it.
That's my mindset. I think like that. I don't know if it's an idea going off or something.
Oh yeah, my camera guy is coming too. So yeah, I definitely have plans to have content with or about everybody there. So
and be clear, our budget is limited this year, so all of the cameras are more than welcome because we're gonna need your help this year for sure. It ain't gonna be like the last 2 years. I said that earlier. So everything y'all shoot is gonna be a huge help. And then what I was gonna say was Debbie told me about another conference. So that's probably the one she was talking about because I think she's speaking at that one too. And I wish I would have known whoever's hosting that, I should meet him. We could have partnered on that. So
But no, dude, yeah, I remember I was trying to get you guys together.
yeah.
And then I know, like, because he's gonna have he's gonna have some good speakers there too. But again, it has a lot to do with floor services, like floor encapsulation, hardwood finishing, strip and wax, like very floor heavy. Courtney's gonna be there. He's gonna be putting on a session. But if you see the agenda, it is very floor heavy. But I did tell him about your event, so I want to connect you guys regardless, because there's the 28th. There's overlap right there. So if people know about your event that are going to his event, they may stay over, right? Like they're staying at that event's at the Plaza, so they could stay that 28th, right? Because I'm leaving that hotel the 28th and coming to you guys. So I'm going to be pitching it while I'm there, but I'm going to put you guys in a text message, because I think
you might have to pull up a little early, AJ.
Yeah,
I'll come a day early. I mean, yeah, you guys should come a day early. I mean, his event. Yeah, man, that's not.
Yeah, because I'm getting there on Monday. I'm definitely gonna obviously get a little bit of family time before the rush come in. But yeah, no, I definitely pull up there.
Hey, Ricky, I have a question for you too. Wasn't there just a cleaning conference where, like you said, the owner of ABM was at? What was the name of that?
So it's called the BSCAI CEO seminar. So they have that once a year, and it's in January.
I'm sorry, one more time. BS what?
BSCAI.
Okay.
So if you go to bscai.org, that's the organization. That's where Jason Lee is on the board of directors at BSCAI.
Yeah, me and Jason just had a meeting. He just flew into Detroit about 2 weeks ago, and he was telling me about that, because I had literally the same thing you said. I have ABM's. That's my screensaver. He is literally. That's how I'm trying to manifest that in. He's like, "Oh, that's crazy! I just met him at the conference."
No, dude, yeah. Like he's literally super down to earth. Like, I mean, he flew in, flew out just for the speaking session that he had. But like in that room, in that one day, there was about $20 billion worth of cleaning companies in one room right there. I mean, granted, that was like 30-40% was him. But the others, there were some big guys. And it's like, I'm a medium-sized business, but to walk into that room, I'm a small guy, right? With lots to learn and exciting to meet everybody. Like, that's the way we got to be here in this room is, again, it's a very fragmented space. So if we can help people cross that line to the $1 million mark, we're doing a good job, because there's only 7% of cleaning. I call it the 7% club. There's only 7% of 1 million cleaning companies that make it past 1 million in revenue. Like, let that sit in, where the top 1%, you could be a $20 million cleaning company and then a $2 billion cleaning company, and you're still in the same percentage. That boggles my mind. That's how hard this industry is, though. Like, shit's not easy, man. Like, that's why I get rich quick. This ain't the place. Stay in it for 10 plus years. You're going to build some generational wealth, man. That's for sure.
Look, and be clear. If you talking business, that's pretty much across the board. I don't care what industry you think you're going to go out. That's why I kept trying so bad when I was out there cleaning these buildings, and I'm listening to these podcasts about how to get this internet money, because I thought it was going to be easier over here. It's the same shit. You got either you know how to business, you can build a business or you can't. You can manage people or you can't. You're going to level up as a person or you're not. Like, it's all the same stuff. I promise you that.
Definitely.
I see you back, Caroline. If you want to hit that unmute button, go and jump in. We ain't got no questions. We just vibing now.
Oh no, hey everybody, nice to see everyone. Sorry I had to hop off before. Man, I'm just excited. Just got my car rental booked for the show. If you guys need a car, Avis is like very, very inexpensive. I think we just rented a car for like $100 for like 5 days. So.
Dang.
So did you get a minivan? Did you get a minivan so you could pick me up?
Yeah, listen. If I gotta pick up Ricky, I gotta have to get like something much nicer, Uber Black.
Look, I got the whole squad with me, so I'm gonna need that space. Look,
have to get some Uber Blacks.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I'm excited to see everybody though in Vegas.
Shoot.
Yeah, me too. Kind of frustrated. See, I was my whole plan was to go and watch the Lions win the Super Bowl and stay over. But
Dude, they did good though, man. You should be proud. The Lions, man.
Oh man, yeah.
They did amazing.
Let's
Amazing.
leave football out of this because that get me out of character, man. That get me out of character.
Amazing, man. Just hopefully we can keep everything together because with success comes the NFL gets to pull it, and they're trying to pull that offensive coordinator and different things, but
yeah, try to bring him over to the Bears. Try to bring him to the Bears. That's what we need. Fuck.
Yeah, he hopefully he stays, man. But yeah, that winning even changed the whole mindset in Detroit. Like Detroit is just on a totally different level. This is like the lowest violence we had since 1960. It's just really like affected really everything in a positive way, rather.
Yeah. I'll be honest, man. Like we wasn't going. There was no. Everybody came to us, but we wasn't going. So once I knew that I was going for the Ravens, and then I was looking at the Lions. I wanted y'all to. I got a cousin that played for the Lions way back in the day.
What's his name?
Lim Barney. It was a corner.
Lim Barney.
Yeah, and then I'm a distant relative with Walter Payton too, somewhere in my dad's side. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was definitely rooting for you guys, man.
Yeah, man. They little Dallas, but we had it, man. We just got Dan Campbell got to go for the 3. Stop being so arrogant, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man. But that's what's crazy is like, I think he fed into them knowing that he would go for the touchdown, like. And he let the commentators win by that point, right? Because they were saying that all game, like, watch, this is going to come down to him going for 7 instead of 3, and look what happened. That's what happened.
Then they stopped running the ball, man. But I can go on and on.
No, don't get me started. I'm a 49ers fan, so I was like,
I'm the biggest 49ers fan.
That was devastating. Devastating.
If I open my mouth, it's not gonna stop. So
no.
He say
no, I mean, don't get me wrong. Patrick Mahomes
hurting right now.
Patrick Mahomes is a beast. Don't get me wrong.
That man is incredible. Yeah, you got to give.
You could see the difference in that overtime. The difference
you don't
between
give
Mahomes
like that the ball late in the game.
And
you just don't give him the ball.
Oh man, because dude, Purdy is great. He's a great quarterback, but like. He's a young kid just doing what you're supposed to do versus like Mahomes does what you're like. He's like, fuck it, I'm doing me.
Yeah, Purdy is not making mistakes. Patrick Mahomes is making things happen.
Oh yeah, there you go. Big difference.
Yes, sir.
That's what we got to do in business. We got to take risk.
Yeah,
you have to.
Yeah, just like a business manager or someone who grows the business. Yeah, it takes a different skill.
Yeah. For sure.
Definitely.
Man, I can't wait to see all y'all in Vegas, man. I am pumped. Everybody's going to get so much value. I'm so happy for the community. The community needs this a lot. I'm so happy for everyone who's going to be there. Everyone's going to benefit so much from it. I am personally going to benefit so much just from being around you guys and being around the rest of the community. I can't wait. All of you are such a blessing. I love all of y'all. I'm going to pop out of here. Can't wait to meet all y'all in Vegas, man. Y'all have a good
DJ,
one.
I got one thing for you, pop off. Are you gonna bring your stuff too, your podcast and everything?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, the choice is yours. I will definitely be making content with or about each one of you.
Okay.
So the choice is yours, whether it's with you or about you. But everyone's gonna be in my content.
Let's get it.
So yes, absolutely, man. I'll see y'all there.
Okay. Yeah. Also, I'm about to start my Valentine's Day. I couldn't get it this week, so I been working. So we about to do, but I love y'all, man. I'll see y'all at the conference, and let's make sure we go to a bar or a cigar bar or something like we did last year, and just really let our hair down. Man.
Oh, for sure, it's gonna be lit. Listen, Mila puts together the best after party. So
don't do my name out there.
Let's do it. But I'll see y'all at the conference.
Peace.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I'm excited. We tying up all the loose ends here, making sure we got everything taken care of, so we don't have to hit no speed bumps while we gone. But I'm excited, man. I'm juiced. We're not gonna bring the kids this time, but they gonna come next time. But yeah, I'm excited to see everybody there. So
me too. I can't wait to see you guys.
Definitely. But that's it, man. I'm about to hop off, so I'll catch y'all later.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
And I'm
Later.
definitely gonna head my way out too. I know I've been in the office for way too long, right? And I got to take this long drive home, so I'm definitely gonna wrap it up. But might as well do it formally, right? So if y'all want to say something real quick before we go, we might as well do that, right?
Yes, you guys, please be sure to get your tickets. Okay, we only have about 12 hours left in the day to grab your tickets to the conference.
Yep.
Today is the very last day. Let's go, and I look forward to seeing everybody in Vegas.
All right.
You won't regret it. That's for
You
sure.
absolutely won't.
All right, y'all. Well, we out of here. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you guys for coming out. And I think I'm gonna drop my song as soon as I can find it. And here it is. Here we go.
Headed to the top, ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids on property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no more.